Good morning. Let's do this. Cotter and Marshall Show. Hop on the stream. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Watch the show each and every morning as you're hanging out. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning.
Good morning.
So over the weekend, Welcome to Rockville went down. Lots of, strange tales from Welcome to Rockville. Pee, poop. It was all involved.
It was a new experience, and Welcome to Rockville just had like a dog, walking to a home for the first time, kind of had to claim ownership upon the Daytona International Speedway, and that's why there was a lot of urine-soaked stories involved with the weekend.
Now, you went on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
How was the setup? Pictures and videos online, it looked really good.
It's like we graduated. It's like we leveled up when it came to Welcome to Rockville, or Welcome to Daytona, as a lot of people are calling it now. I mean, from Jacksonville to Daytona International Speedway, the setup, the facilities, they're top-notch. I mean, they're top of the line. Yes, it does suck to drive that extra hour plus to get down to Daytona, and parking is not fun.
Okay.
It's not a fun thing. I felt like I walked like 12 miles to get into the venue, but once I got inside, it was immaculate.
Mudvayne was one of the reasons you guys went.
Yeah.
How was Mudvayne?
Mudvayne is pretty much, if you've seen any of the videos of Mudvayne performing since their comeback, back a few months ago, they're pretty much on par with where they were. Chad's voice blows out on certain occasions, but I mean, just the vocal range that he goes through from singing to absolutely guttural screams. I mean, he goes through the gamut of the vocal performance. And I mean, at one point, he smacked himself with the microphone so hard he actually created a small cut on the side of his head. And he does have some fake blood, like that's like a little bullet hole or something with his makeup when he walks out. And I'm like, nope, that's real blood, because it kept pouring into his eye at one point. But, I mean, he gave it his all. Although Chad Gray of Mudvayne, he's trying to look like Marshall. He's a bit of a chonk boy now.
Really?
Yeah, he's walking around. He's fighting heavyweight nowadays, let's say. Yeah, he's a chonk boy. He's thick with four extra C's.
Speaking of Welcome to Rockville, we've got tickets for next year's Welcome to Rockville that we're going to give away today with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? There's a catch. You want the tickets, you got to beat us.
Yeah, so put on your thinking caps today. Get ready to take down one of these titans of trivia.
All right, since we weren't in yesterday and we only have a few shows left, we're going to do Big Money Tuesday today. That's going to happen at the top in the 9 o'clock hour.
I think it's called Big Money Monday on a Tuesday.
That works, too.
Yeah.
Big Money Monday on a Tuesday, 9 o'clock hour. Quizzed in the face toward the end of the 8 o'clock hour. Got to dive into the Cool Guys tournament. Like I said, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? We'll take your calls, comments, and texts today. And, of course, going to kick off the show with About Last Night. X-Men cartoon from the 90s, set to return.
Hell yeah.
People are geeking out about that. The moon landing, that's right, we're going back, but it's been delayed. And we're going to kick off the show with a story about a dude who was pardoned after 24 years in jail. That story's next. Greta Van Fleet, here's Built by Nations. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Good morning, everyone on the chat. Holly, Jeff, Charles, Mac, Tony, good morning. Thanks for joining us at 6:10 a.m., You absolute animals, go back to bed. Man. Holly. Oh, Heather, too. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Jeff goes, good morning. Anyone else got peed on? No, I think I got zero urine splashed upon my person on Sunday, so that was nice. Morning, everyone.
Yeah, hey, Heather. Yeah, so yesterday we were supposed to run a best of. Due to technical issues, couldn't run a best of.
Well, yeah, I mean, the legacy RAID controller died. Don't you know that, you idiot?
I know. I heard. So, unfortunately, I couldn't upload anything.
Oh, okay.
So, no best of yesterday, guys.
Yeah, Tim, the engineer, he sent us this really long email about a legacy RAID controller, and none of us knew what that was.
No.
Honestly, I thought it sounded like a sick, like video game controller, and I was jealous. And it was saddened to hear the news that it finally broke it, but apparently it's not that. It's something computery that I don't understand.
Don't understand it.
Yeah, so Welcome to Rockville was pretty awesome. When it comes to the PP story, if you don't know what we're talking about, I am going to talk about it at length in Marshall's Music News today. I may even do 2 breaks. It's such a fun, engaging, piss-soaked story. I'll talk about that inside the 9 o'clock hour today. But yeah, Welcome to Rockville was great. I got there at 5 o'clock on Saturday, 5 p.m. Parking, like I said, parking was. I felt like I was like, there's so many gates to get into Daytona.
Okay.
But there was only like really one there. I mean, there was emergency exits, but there was like one in-out gate.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like, it was a solid, like for me, it felt like 10 minutes of walking from where I parked my car to get to that gate. And then to get in from the gates all the way to the main stage, probably another 5-ish minutes. I mean, the place is massive.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand how damn big Daytona is,
right?
International Speedway, until you actually like walk inside of it. You're like, this is huge. Morning, Wanda. Charles said, I had to pee so bad during slip night, I almost pissed on myself. I fortunately was able to hold till the end of the show. I thought my bladder was going to explode. And that was only day 1.
Yeah.
And Sunday, man, Sunday was cold.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, my wife she's a tiny woman, and I look over halfway through Metallica's Black Album, and she's literally going like this. Hi, like her mouth was chattering, and I'm like, so you want to stay for one more second? we should probably go. Yeah. We wound up leaving like, I don't know, halfway-ish through Metallica set.
Yeah.
Which was also good because once again, getting out of the parking lots at Daytona seemed like a nightmare for anyone who stayed the entire time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know how you got out of there if you park there. Good for you. With all those people trying to leave at the same time.
All right, guys. Got about 20 seconds to come back. Story number 1 about last night. A guy from North Carolina was wrongfully imprisoned for 24 years. And now he's finally getting paid. Details coming up. Story number 1 about last night is back in 1995. Dante Sharp was sentenced to life in prison for first-degree murder. Dude was just 19 at the time. He was accused of killing George Radcliffe during a drug deal. Now, from the get-go, Sharp was like, I didn't do it. He maintained his innocence. He even refused to accept offers of a lighter sentence in exchange for a guilty plea because he's like, I don't want to plead guilty.
Right.
Now, he's actually been out of jail since 2019, but he finally received his official pardon from the North Carolina governor, which allows him to apply for compensation for the wrongful conviction of up to $750,000.
Well, that's the thing, too, is like when people are jailed for that long, it's usually a lot more money than that, right?
You would I mean, this was, 24 years of his life just gone.
Potential income, a real life.
Yeah.
Absolutely out the window. Now, a girl was the one that kind of helped convict him, but she later recanted that statement, says she made it up because investigators kind of pushed her into saying what she did, which helped convict this man for 24 years. He didn't do it. And yeah, now the governor said Mr. Sharp and others who have been wrongly convicted deserve to have the injustice fully and publicly acknowledged. So this dude will get paid, but he has been out for the last few years, technically. I mean, he's been out of prison since 2019, but now that he's officially got his pardon, he gets to like strut on up to the payday window, and he's going to get quite a bit of money for his time behind bars.
So you're in jail your prison for 24 years. You go in at 19. You get out. What's the first thing you do?
Try to understand cell phones. Try
Right?
to understand the internet. Like, what is everyone talking about with hashtags? I mean, I would marvel at like the food combinations that we have now. Like, why is Taco Bell putting melted cheese on top of the burrito? Like, I don't understand things. It would take me a long time to kind of get my head wrapped around it.
All right, coming up, story number 2. We're heading back to the moon. It's just going to take longer than we first thought. Details on the way. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Thanks, Biden. Blame him. Let's see. Oh, did I say the wrong night when it came to Sunday? Charles said, no, Marshall, you got there Sunday. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure. I'm still half asleep, man. Even when we take one day off the show, it still takes me a bit to get back to normal. Yeah, I highly recommend. Yeah, Charles said that he just walked every day from his hotel to the venue.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could do that, that's cool. I already preemptively I rented a house for Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah.
I just rented one for 2022. I got it. It's there. I got a 3-bedroom deal with a great price. All 4 days plus staying Sunday night, so you don't have to like wake up and just leave the house that day. So I've already got a spot. It's about 15 minutes south of the Daytona International Speedway. So I've already booked that. I highly recommend if you're like, oh, I'm excited about Welcome to Rockville. Charles, Wanda, I think you guys said something there. Go ahead and get yourself a spot for to stay, because it's going to be stupid here over the next few weeks and months.
Now, they announced the 4 headliners last week. What do you think of them? Guns N' Roses, Kiss, Korn, and the Foo Fighters.
I am excited for one half of Welcome to Rockville. So Kiss being Thursday and the Korn being on Friday, I'm not going to lie, I'm not very excited about it.
I got nothing against Korn. Out of those 4, they're the ones. They're, if I had to power rank them, they're 4th.
100%.
I'm just. There's something about it where I'm like, don't care.
I've seen Korn 100 times. Plus, they're Welcome to Rockville like every other year.
Yeah.
Like it's not a surprise anymore. It's not cool. Like Korn, if they stayed away for like 5 years, and then they came, like that'd be interesting. But it's not. Like Thursday and Friday to me are probably not going to be worth it, at least for the headliner. Now, Saturday and Sunday are. You got Guns N' Roses on Saturday, and you got the Foo Fighters on Sunday. Those are 2 headliners to be excited about.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses, I can vouch for him. Saw him a couple years back. Axl's overweight, but the dude's got some of the best cardio I think I've ever seen.
Yep.
Running all over the place. I don't think he sounded, bad at all. Fun show. So it was definitely a fun show. Foo Fighters, always great. I've seen Kiss, I think, more than any other band for some reason. They're always fun, but the last time I saw them, it's Kiss. It's always been theatrical. That's just what it is. The last time I saw him, though, Paul Stanley was way too sing-songy for me. I think that's been a shtick from the get-go, but the last time I saw him, I was just like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with Kiss, guys.
Yeah, I saw Kiss with Aerosmith back 20 years ago. Yeah. I'm good.
I saw him. So my first rock show was Kiss pre-Return to the Makeup. So it was the Hot in the Shade tour. It was the day before my 8th grade graduation. Went and saw Kiss at the Civic Center. Faster Pussycat and Slaughter.
Wow.
Opening acts.
To be a young Cotter at that time.
There you go. It was pre-Return to the Makeup.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, thank you everyone for chiming in super early. You are all disgustingly up and at 'em people. 100%. Charles says, I think we're going to pass on next year unless the undercard is just banging. Headliners are all bands I've seen numerous times, and it's going to be hot as balls at the racetrack in late May.
It's true.
They are definitely, that's true.
Yeah, I get it. I was a little shocked because I agree with you. Foo Fighters and Guns N' Roses, okay, cool. Korn, I don't know. Korn should, to me, I'm not like, that's a headline. I don't know. Next to the headliner, not the headliner. And then Kiss, I don't know. That one feels weird.
Yeah. I got the heads up that they were going to be announcing all the Welcome to Rockville headliners, what was it, on Friday night? And I think we may have talked about it on the stream.
Yeah, we did.
But, I'll tell everyone on the stream, I'm just looking for Welcome to Rockville people, just making sure they're not watching. So when it comes to the rest of the bands, early December.
Okay.
So they are going to do the undercard.
Okay.
Early December. And then I was thinking to myself at Welcome to Rockville, and I'm walking around, I'm like, who's going to play the undercard? So I think obvious ones are Pretty Reckless.
Okay.
The Pretty Reckless seem like they played Welcome to Rockville before. They seem like an obvious choice to play. The Deftones seem like an obvious choice to play. They could be coming back. They obviously were supposed to play this past year. Nine Inch Nails, I don't think is going to be a part of it. They were supposed to headline Thursday, but now they're playing Shaky Knees just a few weeks before in Atlanta. And I know that's not exactly close, Atlanta to Daytona. I mean, if you look on a map, it looks close, but I don't think Nine Inch Nails is going to be a part of it. I think there's a good chance Ghost is.
Okay, that would make sense.
Ghost and Pretty Reckless, I think, are two sort of obvious bands that'll be on Welcome to Rockville this year.
Yeah, I mean, if Nine Inch Nails, they'd been one of the headliners.
Yeah.
Give me Nine Inch Nails instead of Kiss or Korn.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave says they should have got AC/DC or Rammstein instead of Korn. Yeah, that would have. I mean, if they would have gone more of a classic, more lineup, yeah, AC/DC.
Yeah.
Rammstein. I don't think they're supposed to. They have a huge tour and they're doing a bunch of stuff overseas, and I think it starts in May of next year. So timing won't work out for Rammstein.
Right.
But yeah, so 100%. I'm actually doing proposals for the next round of Welcome to Rockville tickets, which is going to be all the undercard bands.
Yeah.
That's going to happen in early December. So we'll have tickets for that as well.
Cool.
It won't be with this show. I'm sorry. Did you know that Cotter was leaving? I had someone message me again last night. Hey, I'm going to Cotter's thing on Thursday. Is he leaving? I'm getting literally it says he's leaving. He's leaving in the description of our last Horde meetup, the last one with Cotter. Yes, Cotter is moving.
I'm leaving, guys. Sorry.
Cotter's still moving. Your house is almost sold, right?
Yeah, we
percentage-wise, how much sold is your house?
We signed. We were under contract.
Oh, are you officially under contract?
Yeah. Yeah, it took all of 3 days.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, Charles says Ghost has a new album, so they will be there. Yeah, I think so too, Charles. Scott says there's new venues in the South that can hold a Rammstein concert because of the pyrotechnics. Yeah, there is. Man, they would pull so well. I think they would do big time, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if they just played Grayson Stadium? You'd have all these people coming from out of state. Because no one in Savannah is like, I don't know too many people here that are excited about that band, but we have so many people coming to town for it.
Oh, yeah.
Charles says we were praying for Iron Maiden since they have a new album, but no. So, yeah, Bruce Dickinson's currently going to be doing that book tour. I don't remember when it is. He's doing some sort of weird book tour where he's doing like speaking and then they're doing a sing-along in it. It's weird.
All right, guys, 15 seconds. Be right back. We're going back to the moon eventually. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Story number 2 about last night. It was back in 2019 during a meeting of the White House's Space Council. Then Vice President Mike Pence unveiled a timeline to land the first American on the moon in more than half a century. The plan was to go back to the moon on 2024. However, the government, they're having to push back that deadline. Instead of 2024, it looks like we're heading up in 2025. Now, the blame of the shifting timeline is on a lawsuit that involved Jeff Bezos. So he truly is a supervillain.
Yeah, he is getting supervillainy to a level that we really need to take a step back and possibly put I don't know. Do we need to put Jeff Bezos in jail? I'm not saying we should, but we need to start thinking about it.
No, but it'd have to be one of those super secret, high security. He's just like in a big glass box because, you can't have any metal around him because he's going to bend it with his will.
Is he Magneto suddenly?
I think so.
You've been watching a lot of X-Men because you're excited about the return of the X-Men? We'll get to that.
Maybe. So it was like 7 months of litigation during this whole thing. He was just upset that they picked, when I say they, NASA, went with Elon Musk and worked with SpaceX to kind of get all of this going. So Bezos was like, no, I'm taking it to court.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, his company Blue Origin, said that his company didn't get a fair shake at the whole space thing, and that turns out that was just him crying very loudly in a lawsuit. But they dismissed that, and of course that and COVID has kind of pushed back our return to the moon all the way till 2025. So we have a good 4 more years before we can stick another person right there on the moon's surface.
So if you had an opportunity, you're like, hey, we're going to put one just Joe Schmo on this thing to go to the moon. We want you, Marshall. You go to the moon?
I mean, look, I've done a lot of stupid stuff. I might as well. But here's the thing. I will die on the moon. I will 100%. I will not come back.
Why do you say that?
Because I'll forget, like there's like a tether. You know, the Gravity movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. You know how they're supposed to like tether themselves? Right. I'll be so excited. I'll be like, moon time, bitches! Woo! And then I will not tether myself, and I'll just float off in outer space. And I'm like, I deserve this.
All right, coming up next, story number 3. Disney Plus Day went down on Friday. And of all the announcements, it's an X-Men cartoon that I think got people the most excited. We'll talk about that after Chevelle, Self-Destructor, Rock 106.1.
Before we went to break, we're talking about Cotter's The Last Horde meetup. And, guys, that's this coming Thursday at the Draft Room at Berwick. Tony says, I'm sorry I can't make a Thursday. I have a family obligation. We are your family, Tony, so what the fuck is that? We are your family.
It's all good, Tony. No worries.
It's not good.
I'll see you.
I'm going to burn a Perfect Touch massage down. How about that? Which would eventually burn our building down.
That's probably true.
Which actually would be good since we're moving to a new building.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because that one's far enough away. I think we'll be okay.
You know what's funny? Even no studio is still better than this one.
Ironically, that's very true.
How's Hefe alive currently? He's still looking a little rough.
Jeremy, we're going to meet up at the Draft Room on Berwick this Thursday around 6.
Yeah, we've got all the details on the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. We'll share the event to the Rock 106.1 page. There's a lot of people coming, according to the thing. I know, but like, should I be worried? Because I've let the owner of the establishment know,
right,
that we're coming. Now I'm thinking maybe we should make sure like they know, like I let them know, like tongue in cheek, like, hey,
right.
I attached it to the thing,
sure.
But now there's like, I don't know, 25 people say they're coming. Another like 20 people say they're interested. And if we have that many people, we should make sure we have a little space for us.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
But once again, it's the Draft Room at Berwick, Jeremy. I think you've been there before. And that's going to be at 6 o'clock on Thursday. And we'll hang out, and then I host bingo at 7 o'clock. So we'll play some bingo in between.
All right, got about 3.5 minutes. We'll talk X-Men. X-Men 97.
This is some news we didn't catch from over the weekend. According to Jess, did you all know that Jeff Bezos is the new lead singer of Disturbed? It's true. I saw it this past weekend. How was Disturbed, Jess? I obviously wasn't there on Saturday. But how were they?
Not going to lie. Not my favorite band.
Disturbed?
Yeah. I feel it's like you go to a Disturbed concert and it's like a lot of their stuff just sounds the same. So it's, I don't know. I can't get into seeing them live.
The first 2 or 3 Disturbed albums, I was I was a fan of the band. I wasn't like running off to buy T-shirts or anything.
Right.
But I did like the band quite a bit.
Okay.
But after that, I was like, oh, wait, here's the first album again. Or here's the second album. Tony says, you are my family. Because of that, I see you guys daily and make sure I appreciate every moment before they are gone.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's the most bullshitty response I think I've ever heard. Jess says, Disturbed was great. They brought it. I was surprised.
Just over 2 minutes. Story number 3.
So I also have some breaking news for the chat. Now, I've talked about it before, but it's now 100% confirmed. Beer for Breakfast guest, Mayor Van Johnson.
Oh, is it confirmed?
1,000% confirmed this coming Friday. So You and I need to make a trip to Habersham, maybe one of our last ones ever, and buy non-alcoholic beer.
Okay.
They're going to think we're high. They're going to think we're stoned. True. Excuse me, Habersham folks, can you show me your nicest non-alcoholic beer?
That'll be one time I think we deserve to be kicked out of there. Guys, get out. Get out.
Hey, F these guys. F these guys.
Okay, so he's coming in to drink, so we're going to do non-alcoholic. So are we going to do like some like old school duels? We're going to look for something a little...
I think we go all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's go as far-reaching as non-alcoholic beer will take us.
I mean, because it's kind of a thing now. I mean, a lot of craft breweries are doing craft non-alcoholic beers. I don't know what the selection is over at Habersham when it comes to non-alcoholic beverages, but we'll see.
Tony says just give him a White Claw.
So he doesn't drink, right?
I've heard he doesn't drink.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just the rumor on the streets. But when I brought up the idea, he's like, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, I mean, it seemed like he was down.
That's cool.
Charles says Disturbed was good, but they don't have a lot of energy now. Lamb of God, what an effing show. Yeah, Lamb of God is ridiculous. I got to see them a couple of years ago at Welcome to Rockville back in, was it 19 was the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait, 19. Yeah, 19 was.
All right, guys. 20 seconds. Be right back. Story number 3. X-Men 97 is going to be streaming on Disney Plus in 2023. Final story about last night. Disney Plus Day went down on Friday. They had some new movies up on the streaming service, also announced some upcoming projects. And I think the biggest nerd boner came from the revival of a much-loved X-Men cartoon from the 90s. I didn't watch it. 92 to 97 was its run, so I've seen it. But it's not something that I was a big part of my childhood.
I grew up on this cartoon show. Now, it's been a long time since I've gone to revisit it, but X-Men, the animated TV show with oh my gosh, it was the business growing up. It was so good, guys. And when they announced this, it almost had like a little tingle in my body. I just felt it. And I was like, is it a heart attack? Am I finally getting that stroke I've been talking about? No, it wasn't. It was just the return of X-Men, the animated series. Now they're calling this X-Men 97 because apparently that was the last year it aired. I didn't really think about that in forever. But yeah, it aired in 97 or last aired then. So it's called X-Men 97. It's coming back in 2023.
Now, I hear they're just going to kind of pick up right where it left off. So it's going to be set in 1997 potentially.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they got back the entire voice cast, which I think, after 20 plus years, some of them would have died or something.
Right.
Nope, they're all still alive and they're all coming back to the show.
So this ought to be pretty cool. Now, is it going to be part of the MCU or is it its own world?
No, this is completely different.
This isn't the introduction of the X-Men into the MCU.
No, not an animated form. That's not going to happen.
Nothing would surprise me at this point in time. I don't know. So all right, so there you go. X-Men 97, the revival of the much loved 90s cartoon coming back. Disney Plus. It's set to debut in 2023. Coming up next, we're talking Santa's naughty list. Would you be on it? Figure that out. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Let's see. Wanda says, for the fellas, November is Men's Health Awareness Month, which draws attention to prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health, and suicide prevention. If you need help checking your nuts, holla at your lady. Perfect. So we'll be putting Wanda's cell phone number up on the chat. So, gentlemen, if you need to be checked out for any various condition you may have, Wanda will be seeing you at her garage.
I'm going to get some coffee.
You need it. Treat yourself. She goes, I'm home all day. Too good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for sticking around this morning. We do appreciate it here on the Cotter and Marsh Show. Thanks for allowing us to have a little time off yesterday as well. I definitely needed it. It stayed overnight. So Daytona, if you guys remember my story, I had a place in Daytona for all of Welcome to Rockville. I rented this house. It was going to be awesome. My friend Chris and my friend Allie were going to join my wife and I. We were going to go every day. It was going to be sick. They canceled our our like homestay via Airbnb like 2 months before the show. So my wife and I were like, okay, we're just gonna go on Sunday because my wife is a huge fan of Mudvayne. So we went and saw it, and there was like no place to stay in Daytona outside of like a few condos that were like $400 a night out on the beach. So we're like, screw that. So we just stayed up in St. Augustine, which is like 45 minutes away. Rented this little Airbnb mother-in-law suite to some dude's house. It was perfect. So we stayed there overnight, and then we went and had breakfast yesterday morning at the Ocean Diner in St. Augustine.
Okay.
Right there on the beach. It was amazing. I had some breakfast tacos, which were really effing good. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and then I came back. Nice little 2-hour and 2.5-hour drive back to Savannah, and here we are back on the show. So appreciate you guys understanding that I wasn't going to come into work yesterday after staying out and watching Metallica.
Yeah,
in the cold. Going to a festival and then trying to work the next day, I think, should be illegal on many counts.
Now, we talked about how having Welcome to Rockville in November would be awesome because you didn't have to deal with the heat.
Mm-hmm.
But there was the downside, and what's worse, the cold or the heat?
I asked my wife that, funny enough, and she said the cold was worse.
Okay.
For that. I go, would you rather be as cold as you are right now or just still sweating from an entire day of Welcome to Rockville on this pavement, on this grass? Yeah. And she's like, honestly, I'd much rather just be sweating at this point. So
I get that. I get that a lot.
I think it was, I mean, Jess, if you're still on the chat, maybe you can talk to this a lot better than I could, but I think it was just Sunday that was overly cold. I mean, it was quite cold. The overnight low was, I think, somewhere in the very low 50s, high 40s. But I think the rest of the days there at Welcome to Rockville were pretty pleasant.
Yeah,
I think so. But Jess, Charles, maybe you guys can chime in on that. I know you guys were at Welcome to Rockville. Scott says, have either of you guys seen Rammstein? Yes.
I have not.
I saw them at the Thomas Mack Center in Las Vegas, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, there was exploding babies and a giant penis gun that he sprayed all over the crowd and rode. It was incredible. I didn't know how to even... Like, when my friends were like, hey, let's go see Rammstein, I was like, oh, yeah, cool, that sounds good. They're like, no, you don't get it. And I'm like, I don't get it. And now I do.
Yeah.
They're incredible live.
Yeah, I'd go see them.
And they come so rarely. They come every few years. No pun intended. They're highly suggest that you guys go see them if you get a chance.
Yeah.
If they come to Austin or wherever, stop what you're doing and go see them.
Fair enough.
All right, guys, we're going to dive into a naughty story coming up next. People have kind of broken down on whether people would be on Santa's naughty list this year. So we'll talk about that next. Then we'll get into our question of the day. Jess says, I've been camping since Wednesday inside the Speedway. I'll take the cold. I can always bundle up, but apparently if you take too much off or take a pee at metal show these days, people get pissed off. Huh. Yeah, that was an interesting thing.
That was the deal, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We'll talk about Sophia Urista, I think is how you say your name.
We'll see, yes.
Yeah, coming up in Marshall's Music News. And then we'll talk about the Daytona police because they are kind of looking for her.
All right, I'm going to go grab my coffee. We've got still like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I'm just grabbing our question of the day, which we changed kind of last second because our question before that was not getting a lot of traction. I'm just going to grab it, make sure we're good. There it is. So I didn't notice this for everyone who's watching in the Savannah area. What is going on here? Stop that. There we go. Elaine, yes, please bring them. 100%. Sorry, a couple things I want to get to here. Our question of the day is, what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out at the whole, scaring the crap out of them? So let us know your stories. Gonna need some help on this one. Once again, what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? Please share your stories with us in the chat today, or call us up, 1-800-394-1061. Need some stuff from you guys on this one, so please share your stories with us here on the chat. Cotter's back in studio. Charles said weather was great the whole time. It rained for a couple of minutes Thursday, but that was it. Yeah, thank God. I saw there was supposed to be like a heavy rainstorm, but thankfully Daytona was spared there. Juana says, I saw people talking about someone pooping his pants at the Metallica set.
Yeah, had to be like carried off by security or something.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been Charles.
Elaine, the answer is no. No gifts for Cotter on Thursday.
100%. No, bring gifts.
Don't bring gifts.
Yes, bring gifts. Absolutely.
Your gift is you being there with me, sharing the moment.
No, that's not right. Get him gifts, guys. Get him gifts. Charles says the good thing about the cooler weather, the crowd was a lot nicer. Not so many hot, dehydrated drunks as normal.
That makes sense.
It's true. And, drinking beers in the cold is not the same as drinking beers in the heat of summer. Yeah, I did not hear about the whole pooping his pants at the Metallica set guy. I guess I missed that. When was that Sunday or was that Friday?
That I don't know. That I don't know. I did hear about it,
though. God, could you imagine being the pooping your pants guy? I mean, it's better than being the guy that got pissed on.
I was going to say, which one's better?
Jess goes, poor dude waited all day for Metallica and trusted a fart he shouldn't have. Oh, Charles said he saw that guy. They had him pinned down and hauled him off for pooping his pants? That's tough. Jess said it happened on Sunday. I did not see that at all. Thankfully, I did not see that at all. All right, guys, once again, question of the day. What scares the crap out of you or your significant other? Like, what's the stupid little things you do to each other? How do you piss off your significant other? And what's the most they have ever freaked out? Jess, Charles, Wanda, I know you got special people in your lives. Elaine, so do you. What do you guys do to get on the other person's nerves? How do you scare them? Share your stories with us. Scott, with his tinfoil cap on, says 80s Metallica is way better than today's Metallica. All right, buddy. All right. I'm telling you, for guys who are almost in their 60s, if not their 60s, Metallica still brings it to this very day. They are still that good. Yeah. They're incredible live, even at the age they are, for doing what they do.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, guys, just under 2 minutes.
Morning, MK Ultra. How you doing, buddy?
I woke up this morning because I got to bed really late. So, like, just before midnight.
Should stop doing all that cocaine. Drug guy.
Hell of a drug. And I legitimately woke up this morning still, super tired, thinking it was Saturday.
Ooh, that's the worst.
The harsh realization.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, I can go back.
How do you screw up a Tuesday and a Saturday?
Because I'm like, I can go back to bed. And then I went, no, I can't. So I did. That sucked. It's just one of those. That's not fun.
No, that's the worst feeling, knowing that you have to go to work when you actually thought it was Saturday. Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. Rest in peace, your thoughts and prayers to your original timeline.
Yeah.
Wanda says she'll call in the next break when there's more time. Yep, we're back on the air here in about 40 seconds. We'll go over a quick list, and then, yes, please call us up. Question of the day, what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? Yes, guys, yeah, please call in and share your stories with us. We definitely need some help on this one.
All right, guys, 15. Be right back. Naughty or nice, where are you falling on Santa's list this year? According to a new survey, 1 in 4 adults think they belong on Santa's naughty list this year. I'm surprised the number is that high. I'm surprised that many people are willing to admit they've been naughty.
Cotter, you and I are quite delusional, and a lot of the people that we talk to and work with are quite delusional themselves. So, yeah, I would think that number would be a little bit lower. I would think only a small fraction of Americans would think they would be on the naughty list at all.
Around 80% of people think they deserve presents, and they said there's a really good chance they're just going to give themselves presents because they're the best gift givers. You know exactly what you want.
Well, there's that saying, treat yourself. I really do believe in treating thyself when you feel like you've done a good job, when you feel like you've had a really good week.
Now, are you a big, I want to be surprised with my presents when Christmas rolls around, or do you like, here's the list, don't deviate from the list?
I don't know. I guess I really thought it too much. Like in years previous, I have not given my wife anything, and it's just been kind of this like a menagerie of weird, kind of eclectic things. And I was like, I would never have thought of this for me. Thank you so much. But this year, I did give my wife a list because she did ask for one.
Okay.
I guess she has stopped trying, and she is now just wants a bullet point and links to things I want, and I do appreciate that as well.
Electronics are the number one surprise gift that we're wanting this year. Number 2 is a gift card. Now, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, anti-gift card when it comes to birthdays and Christmas. I'm completely fine with it.
Now, what if it's like a $20 gift card?
Well, that doesn't do me any good.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's like she likes the personalization of the gift.
Sure.
But me, I'm like,
a nice pillow with your name embroidered on it.
Maybe. But me, I'm like, you want to give me a $50 gift card? I'll go spend it. Thanks. I got no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, but it can't be like a 20. It needs to be at least 50.
Yeah, you can't really do much with 20.
Yeah, don't get us $20 gift cards. Take those $20 gift cards and then just tape it to another $20 gift card. Then you can pass it along to us.
All right, coming up after 7 o'clock, call, comment, and text. Today we're talking about what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what was the most you guys were ever freaked out. So hit us up, 800-394-1061 with a call or text. You can also comment on the chat, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Once again, what regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you've ever been freaked out? Your stories after 7. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Charles and Elaine, thank you so much for dropping in your stories here on the stream. Tony or Wanda, if you do have a phone call, please drop it in. Good morning, Sandy. And by drop it in, I mean call us, 1-800-394-1061. Yeah, once again, like Cotter said, what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? Feel free to drop your tell us your stories. Drop them in also on the stream. 1-800-394-1061.
Rock 1061, hello.
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
Morning, Wanda.
Hey, so Tony does not scare easily. I have never been able to scare him, except for one time.
Oh.
I was scheduled for a mammogram on a Friday, and I jokingly told him, hey, I skipped this month. My boobs feel weird. I'm going to get a pregnancy test just to see. He's like, you can't be pregnant. Like, let's just see. I took the test the next day. I sent him a picture. He's like, you need to take another one. That's not right. Those stripes are upside down. I'm like, no, we're legit. It's legit. We're pregnant. He's like, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I can't be this old with a baby. I'm like, so surprise. So yeah, he was a little taken back on that one.
Yeah, I get that.
Only time I got him.
Did you? I mean, could you just feel the dread in his voice? Did he like have a really long pause? Did he pass out almost at one point? Because it sounds like he did.
I'm glad that it was done through text because I probably would have been very disappointed had I heard his reaction on the phone.
Yeah, totally.
But needless to say, that day we took 6 tests. Even went to the doctor. They're all positive.
Well, there you go. It's so funny. I can imagine Tony just like, he's like, get in the car right now. We're going to the doctor. Well, Wanda, thank you for your story this morning. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks,
Bye,
Wanda.
guys.
Bye.
See ya. All right, guys. Great story. Thank you, Wanda, for calling in. Once again, our question of the day. Tony, if you have a minute, please feel free to call us if you have that story still. What scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out because of it?
What's up, Mamacita?
For all of our bearded brothers or man-mains. Oh, we'll get to that here in a second. Another phone call.
Rock 1061, hello.
Good morning, gents. It's Tony today.
Good morning.
Hey, so our family is really bad about scaring one another, and it started about a year after my father-in-law died. My kids and husband went up to Minnesota to kind of clear everything out. They were going to be gone for about 2 weeks, and then I stayed here to take care of everything. I ended up just really long day. I didn't get home till 7 o'clock at night. We had an old dog that could not hold everything. I'm just exhausted. I am freaking done with the world. I'm cleaning up dog poop. And my husband calls. And I'm like, what? He's like, hey, I need you to go check to see if William's got this game because we're thinking about buying it at the GameStop here. I'm like, I don't think he has it. And he's like, well, will you go check? And I'm like, dude, I don't think he has the freaking game. Just buy the game. It's $10. Who cares? I'll have 2. I don't give a crap. I go, he's like, just go check it. He says it's on top of his Xbox, if so. I go to open up the door to the room, and they had snuck in 4 days early to my son's room and screamed surprise at me. I Fred Flintstone that crap, ran in place, threw my phone, screamed like the biggest bitch, and slightly peed my pants. So ever since then, it has been ongoing. I have hid in closets for 3 or 4 hours to catch my son when he comes in and pop out and scream him. I have stood in the shower with the curtain closed and waited till my daughter gets into the bathroom and popped out of there because it is on. It is so on.
All right, that's pretty good. I like that.
Sometimes you got to go to those links to really get your family back. I completely understand that, Tony.
It a lifetime. I'm going to die because one of them comes up behind me and scares me, and I'm going to have a heart attack. That's how I'm going out. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Tony. Have a good
Tony.
one.
Bye.
Bye.
I think we have another phone call, don't we? Yeah.
Rock 1061, hello.
Hey there. This is Monica Lee Floyd. I was just calling to say hello and to tell you about my irrational fears.
Yes, please tell us, Monica.
Okay. I was actually in contact with you guys yesterday, but I am irrationally fearful of bugs, of any type of bug.
Okay.
And I have many stories to share about this, of things that I have done to avoid them.
Okay.
Things that have happened to me in avoidance of these fearsome creatures.
Well, tell us your best one.
Okay. Well, one time I was with my kids in the McDonald's drive-thru, and a spider just came down from a web right over my head on the driver's side, and I was supposed to be moving through the line, and I couldn't get this spider killed. I'm not really an advocate for killing spiders, but if they invade my space, I just can't deal with them.
Right.
So I had my foot on the brake, and as I was trying to kill this spider, I accidentally took my foot off the brake and slammed right into the person in front of me at the McDonald's drive-thru. Yes,
no.
they did.
Oh.
They were cool about it, though. I had to get out of the car and actually speak to the person in front of me and check for damage so I didn't have to get the cops called on me.
Right.
But I was like, hey, you've got no damage to your car. I'm so sorry. There was a spider. I couldn't deal with it. I'm semi-allergic. I'm semi-allergic to spider bites. The last time I got bit by a spider in the South, my leg blew up and I had to go to the hospital and get antibiotics. And I don't know what kind of evil creature that happened to be. But it was no good. It was definitely not fun.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
don't even get me started on my fear of bed bugs because I moved into a house in Savannah, downtown Savannah, and I don't know if people regularly know this, but bed bugs can live inside the cracks of wooden flooring for many years.
Oh.
And if it's been like a vacant house and you move into it, they smell the blood and they could come out. So I moved into this like old house downtown Savannah, and after like a month or so, I started noticing that I was getting bites. And I went to the dermatologist, like, why am I getting all these bites? They, like, biopsied my skin a million times, put me on leprosy medication, and only to find out that there was actually bed bugs. I literally burned everything in my bedroom and had to hot wash everything in my house, put down diatomaceous earth. I almost had to go to the Mayo Clinic, and then when I realized it was bed bugs, I told my dermatologist, I'm not going to be on that medication anymore for leprosy because I figured out on my own what it was, even though you told me there was no insect bite, signs.
Right.
And I was able to get better from that. But they almost killed me. They almost killed me with this leprosy medication because of bed bugs. I couldn't sleep for months. I had to keep the light on. I was literally sitting in the middle of my blow-up bed because I had to burn my original bed, and I just stared at the walls for hours.
Oh, my Lord.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it was, the bugs. I don't like them.
Understood.
Yeah, she doesn't like bugs.
I get it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling in.
It's the only part of the South I don't like.
No, I get it. Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate the stories.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Bye.
See ya. Jesus Christ. What a life she's lived.
I know.
All right, guys. Cotter, why don't we definitely play one of those back on the first? So Cotter's going to edit up those calls. We'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, back on the chat here. Once again, thank you for all the calls we got this morning. Tony, Monica, which is the first-time caller in. Thank you for that. She obviously has the worst issues with bugs. And then, of course, Wanda, thank you for your calls this morning. We're going to fit I think we're going to fit Tony's call into the first break.
Yep. Do you have a story?
Yeah, but nothing to the effect of, I mean, mine is essentially Tony's, but not anywhere close to that. So over the weekend, our good friends from New Zealand emailed us a new song, which will be the worldwide debut. Cotter, I sent you that email. Did you get it? Yeah,
I did.
Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I listened to a little bit of it because I was someplace. I wasn't at home when I got it.
So you were at church?
Yeah,
probably a weird place to listen to Left 4 Dead.
No, it was good. So
Leave the Dead.
I listened to the first little bit. I liked it. Sounded good.
Yeah, so we'll debut music from our good buddy Robin Morgan's band on the show next Wednesday.
Yep, final show.
Final show. We're getting to it. Oh. So we're going to get to that here in about a minute and a half, more of your stories. So
you want me to go?
Yeah, why don't you go first? You go first, and then you want to end on the call?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's end on the call, and then let me get to...
So do we just want to do me and the call, or do we want to... We've got two...
Well, here's the thing is, with the third break, we could just go into the Welcome to Rockville lineup and then talk about the ticket giveaways.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about having to do a third break here.
Sure.
Trying to find one. So Kellyanne and Kelly, if you're still on the chat, thank you so much. Kelly has a great one.
Okay.
A lot of people have played the jump out and scare each other game stories on here, and a lot of people don't like bugs, but Kelly's is quite different.
Okay. You want to?
Yeah. So I'll do Kelly's in the middle.
Okay.
Here, and then we'll go from there because I still have on top of that I have Elaine, Charles, Sandy, and Trace from Facebook. So I have 4 more for break number 2. Plus, technically, we have 2 more phone calls.
Yeah.
So I know we'll get 2 solid breaks out of this. How was Rockville? From what I read and saw on YouTube, looked like it was kick-ass. Yeah, I heard it was great. I didn't get a chance to check out Alien Weaponry, which is Rob's band that he knows, possibly those guys. But our buddy Brenton did and said they killed.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I saw a few people wearing Alien Weaponry shirts around the festival,
it's
too.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
All right, guys, be right back. What regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever been freaked out? Call, comment, text. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show, as always, invite you to hang out with the Horde. Get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Give us a like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. This morning, we are taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other? What's the most you or they have been freaked out? Obviously, my wife is scared of aliens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that, she's not running and hiding. I mean, she'll hide her face if an alien comes on TV.
Right.
But it's not
like double hands?
Yeah, she won't look. She'll look
put the blinders on?
Yeah, she's like, tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's gone. But for me, I legitly hate haunted houses.
Mm-hmm.
I love going in haunted houses, but I am the biggest bitch in a haunted house you have ever seen.
Right.
It never fails. And the worst time was years ago, 20 years old, brand new at a radio station. This is, I might have been 19. It might have been before my birthday. So this is like, the dream gig. Radio is what I want to do. I'm basically the street teamer on a remote at a haunted house with the night jock. And he's like, well, we got to go through it. I'm like, I in my mind, I'm going, I can't go through it. I'm going to squeal like a little girl in front of this guy that I've listened to for years. Like I can't go through it. He's like, dude, we're going through it. I'm like, I'll stay out here with the stuff. It will be fine. We're going through the haunted house. So I pushed him in front of me so he couldn't see, me freak out. But, dude, the whole time I'm like, oh, my God. And I have my hands on his waist, pushing him, pushing him through the haunted house. I'm like, go, oh my God, go. For whatever reason, I love going through them.
Yeah.
But every jump scare, everything, any room that you have to find a door in, I hate. I hate those because now I'm just looking around. I got people with chainsaws and knives after me.
Yeah.
I can't find the damn door. I can't get out.
And they didn't change your name from Cotter to Baby Back Bitch?
They should have back then. But yeah, man, it's a massive love-hate relationship with me and haunted houses.
I love man, it's crazy. I love haunted houses, but I just I emotionally break down and I just start laughing at some point. I still will get jump scared. For sure. I completely get that, Cotter. All right. Once again, our question of the day, guys, is who or what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? We got a story here from Kelly that, when as a guy, we have ideas about things, and when they go wrong, we realize pretty quickly how bad we screwed up. And her fiance, Andrew, he screwed up pretty badly.
Okay.
So Kelly shares this story with us. She goes, Andrew put on a head-to-toe morph suit. So those Green Man suits,
yes.
like the guys from Always Sunny in Philadelphia wear? He put on one of those. And she says, and then he would went around the house and he slowly turned off all the lights while I was watching TV in the bedroom and folding laundry. She goes, I don't know how long he stood in the bedroom doorway before I noticed, but I completely collapsed. No fight. I was just a puddle onto the ground, crying and hyperventilating. She goes, not my finest moment. He had to literally hold me until I felt better. Once again, as a guy, we're like, this is the greatest idea ever. And then we're like, I'm going to put this morph suit on, and I'm like, flick the lights on and off, and it's going to really scare them. And then when they react like that, you just feel like the biggest a-hole in the history of ever. I could only imagine how badly Andrew felt. He said he was wearing a black suit.
Oh, no.
But yeah, can you imagine just how bad he felt when he was like, oh, no, really? You're supposed to laugh,
right?
Or you're supposed to come and hit me, and we're gonna have a good tussle, And then no, she just cried on the floor, and he's like, "Okay, I'm so dumb. We'll burn the suit, babe. We'll burn the suit."
I swear, I thought it was a great idea. What regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other? Here's a great call from Tony and her family, just liking to scare each other.
Our family is really bad about scaring one another, and it started about a year after my father-in-law died. My kids and husband went up to Minnesota to kind of clear everything out. They were going to be gone for about 2 weeks, and then I stayed here to take care of everything. I ended up just really long day. I didn't get home till 7 o'clock at night. We had an old dog that could not hold everything. I'm just exhausted. I am freaking done with the world. I'm cleaning up dog poop. And my husband calls. And I'm like, what? He's like, hey, I need you to go check to see if William's got this game because we're thinking about buying it at the GameStop here. I'm like, I don't think he has it. And he's like, well, will you go check? And I'm like, dude, I don't think he has the freaking game. Just buy the game. It's $10. Who cares? I'll have 2. I don't give a crap. He's like, just go check it. He says it's on top of his Xbox, if so. I go to open up the door to the room, and they had snuck in 4 days early to my son's room and screamed surprise at me. I Fred Flintstone that crap, ran in place, threw my phone, screamed like the biggest bitch, and slightly peed my pants. So ever since then, it has been ongoing. I have hid in closets for 3 or 4 hours to catch my son when he comes in and pop out and scream him. I have stood in the shower with the curtain closed and waited till my daughter gets into the bathroom and popped out of there because it is on. It is so on.
Question I just came to mind. I wish I thought of when she was on. Has she ever hid for 3 hours or hid in the shower and seen something she wished she shouldn't have?
Yeah, or fell asleep, and your kids walk in the room. And you're like, Mom, why are you in the closet? Why are you laying down in the bathtub? What are you doing?
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what was their biggest freak out. So hit us up once again. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. More stories after Papa Roach killed the noise. Rock 1061.
Man, Rob, you should have been listening and hanging out with us a long time ago. Rob has a great idea, our buddy from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He goes, we should film you doing a horror VR game.
Oh, shoot.
All the equipment would be torn to shreds. Cotter would rip the shit out of it.
Yeah, dude. That was one of the most embarrassing days of my life because I knew what my reaction would be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is... Because so I started in September. Well, I'm just trying to think how long I'd been there. So I started in September. So I was there. I was there for maybe a month because it was October for this thing. So I was brand new. And here's my, kind of introduction to the night guy is me with my hands on his hips, pushing him through this damn haunted house so I could stop screaming like a little girl.
Are you going to try to squeeze in a call here or no?
Oh shoot. Yeah. Let me edit this up real quick. Guys, we'll be right back. All right. Check.
All right, guys, back on the chat here. So, yeah, I could do... I had a story that I thought of right in the middle of our bit, and now I forgot it again. Damn it. How do you want to work this next break? We have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't have much of one right now. I may think of it. Do you want to start off with a phone call and then... or do you want me to... I could start off from the Facebook and do Sandy's, then we do the phone call, and I can end it on Charles's or something.
Yeah,
Trace's.
That's good.
Okay.
So you call... You're going to do Sandy's call, and then we'll end it with the other one. Okay, we got to go. Taking your calls, comments, and texts today. What scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what was the biggest freak out? Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. What regularly scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you guys have freaked out?
All right. Trace chimed in on the Facebook page, Cotter, and Trace said, I'm not a big fan of people jumping out from around corners and surprising me. One time in college, one of the guys in my dorm thought it'd be funny to scare me. When my flight or fight instinct kicked in, my first instinct was to swing, and I ended up dislocating that dude's jaw.
I mean, can you be upset with somebody that you scare if they end up punching you in the face?
Absolutely. But for anyone watching, they're like, well, you deserve that. Yeah, but I mean, if I'm the person, kind of doing the scaring and I get hurt from it, I will absolutely point fingers.
But I mean, you instigated.
No, I know it's my fault, but I'm mad at the situation because, it's like trick or treat. I was going for the trick, treat. And I got the trick, and it was supposed to be the other way around, and I'm just very upset at the situation.
Fair enough. All right, what scares the crap out of you? Monica hit us up. She really hates bugs and spiders.
Well, one time I was with my kids in the McDonald's drive-thru, and a spider just came down from a web right over my head on the driver's side, and I was supposed to be moving through the line, and I couldn't get this spider killed. I'm not really an advocate for killing spiders, but if they invade my space, I just can't deal with them.
Right.
So I had my foot on the brake, and as I was trying to kill this spider, I accidentally took my foot off the brake and slammed right into the person in front of me at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Damn spider, man. Damn spider.
It was the first time ever a spider has caused a car accident in a McDonald's drive-thru. Oh, Monica, we love you. Thank you so much for chiming in. Once again, our question of the day is, what scares the crap out of you or your significant other, or what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? You could say this next story was a bit of an overreaction, Cotter.
Okay.
This one's coming from Sandy. Now, she used a lot of colorful language, so every time she uses the F word, I'll just use the word Sheboygan.
Okay.
Sheboygan bugs. All bugs, any bugs, big bugs, small bugs. I hate Sheboygan bugs. A few years ago, I saw a Sheboygan centipede on the ceiling, and I stepped on the Sheboygan piano bench to kill it. Well, it fell on me, so I fell off the piano bench, stepped into the cat's water dish, and broke my Sheboygan ankle. Fell flat on my back and knocked myself out. I hate Sheboygan bugs, Cotter.
Mamacita.
There were so many layers to that. It was like peeling an onion of all these terrible things. It sounded like one of those bad comedy skits where a guy he slips on a banana, but then he falls out of a window, which he lands on a canopy,
right.
But then he jumps into a speeding car, which slams on its brakes, and then he falls out of that gets hit by a bus type of situation. I mean, Sheboygan our lives.
All right, so thank you guys for giving us those stories today. Once again, if you got something you want to share, you can text or comment. What scares the crap out of you or your significant other, and what's the most you or they have ever freaked out? Coming up next, we're going to talk Welcome to Rockville, not 2021. We're looking to the future.
Yeah, we're past 2020. That was literally last week.
2022. We're going to tell you who's going to be headlining every night of the next year's festival. Also, details on how you can win our very first pair of tickets. Welcome to Rockville info up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, bitch. Sheboygan. Gret says, guys with guns at domestics is kind of scary. Different kind of scary, though. Yeah, I would imagine so. Rob says, snakes. Man, those things are cold, terrify the hell out of me. Oh, my wife one time, speaking of things that scare the hell out of my partner, my wife started screaming one time. We lived at the house over on Sugar Mill here in Savannah. And I come out, and there was a snake that was stuck in this plastic fencing that we put up to keep our dogs out of our garden.
Sure.
And she just started, because my dogs got closer. She's like, get away. And I run outside. So I then at that point took my Legend of Zelda sword. I have a real Legend of Zelda Link Master Sword.
Yes.
And I bludgeoned that because the sword is not sharp.
Right.
It's dull because it's just a prop sword. But I bludgeoned a snake to death with the Master Sword. So
I remember that story.
You know, that's what happens when you get married. You got to take care of the business. Crazy. Morgan says, lies, Rob. You love all kinds of snakes. And then Rob goes, hey, that's what happens on the road. Yeah, Tony, I just read that story that locally John Davis, the florist, he passed away yesterday unexpectedly at the age of 55. Survived by his wife, Jennifer Abshire Davis. Terrible news. But, John Davis has been around, for decades. He's been, kind of the go-to florist here in the Savannah area. So it's sad to see the passing of John Davis just yesterday.
Yeah, has owned John Davis Florist for more than 30 years. So kind of just a local icon.
I got a chance to meet him one time. It was very briefly. I swung in. We got rose bouquets for Valentine's Day. He gave us some, and we even delivered them to different people or whatever. But he was always a super nice guy, huge personality,
yes,
and very, very cool. So sad to see the passing of John Davis yesterday. Charles says John Davis and him graduated high school together.
Oh,
good
wow.
Lord. Sandy does confirm. I hate bugs. She's Sheboygan's bugs.
Sheboygan.
All right, guys, coming up next, you're going to talk about Welcome to Rockville for next year. and we'll get into who's headlining the show, the dates, and then we'll dive right into trivia, which I need to make sure that I have up, so don't mind me. So I wrote 2 games of trivia yesterday just to kind of get ahead of the curve, Cotter, and I think they may be my hardest games ever. They are not easy.
Why? Why are you doing that?
But now that I read them, I don't think, maybe they're easy. Maybe they're easy. I don't know. I thought the first one was hard, maybe, and then now that I read the second one I think is kind of easy.
I'm almost done. I want softballs. Come on.
Well, we're trying to hook people up with Welcome to Rockville tickets this week, and they have to beat us to win them.
Yes,
so.
That's the biggest difference this go around. You do have to actually win to get these tickets, and it's been a minute.
Does a tie count? I think if they tie or beat us, they should win them. Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
But if they lose straight up, they don't win anything.
Yeah.
Literally nothing this week. You just get a congrats, you were on the radio type of deal.
But the payoff for victory is great.
But yeah, 4-day passes to Welcome to Rockville. That's, let's see. It's $500. It's quite a bit of money saved. Sean says, how was Welcome to Rockville, Marshall? Welcome to Rockville was great. I just went Sunday for like the second half of the day, so I don't get the warrior badge or the road warrior badge status that Charles and Jess went. They went all 4 days, like every day, all day. They're champions. I realized even spending a couple hours out there, I am not concert festival in shape.
Yeah.
There is a in-shapeness you need to last 4 days at a music festival.
Yeah.
Even a full day. I am not there. I've got to round things up. Unround things up, actually, is the best way to say it.
You got to be mentally prepared for it. It probably more so than physical. It can be a long ass day, and it's like typically you're dealing with heat. So it's
very taxing.
Yeah, it's draining, man. Because you're waiting for that headliner, but then you've been out there for 10 hours, and you're like, I just want to go home and go to bed.
Impressions of the Speedway. That's what Sean really wanted to know. He's like, is the Speedway cool? Which I'm sure he's been to many times. Dude, it's incredible. That facility is incredible. Melissa says John Davis was larger than life at school. I bet he was. Rob says you're going to have a report from Charles from the weekend. I hope so. Well, you know what? Him and I were texting throughout the weekend, Charles and I, about how everything was going. So I don't know if we'll have him on the air. We may have him call in just on the stream when we have some downtime a little later on, if he has some time to talk about it.
Yes, Tony. Today for trivia, if you beat us or tie, tickets for Welcome to Rockville for next year. But you have to actually win. A loss gets you nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. So you gonna try to just take a couple L's to get some people some tickets?
No.
Well, I just thought I'd ask. God damn, man.
I don't think, I don't think they would appreciate it if I just laid down just so they can win tickets.
No, I don't think they'd appreciate that either.
No. You got to earn those tickets.
100%.
I'm in it to win it, man.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get to 69% on my total lifetime winning. And I am a little high, not proverbial high, but literal high.
Right.
Or neither. But I'm going to try. I'm going to definitely try. I want to give people tickets, but they also should earn them.
Yeah. And the thing is, if we don't give them away here, we'll sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
But no, if we don't give them away here, they'll be given away eventually.
We learned from our friend Scott Seipel. If you're in radio, you try to sell everything that's given to you. Extra income's important. You got to buy your wife a house that's up to her standards. Right, Scott? Was that not supposed to drop his name?
Oh. All right, we got 6 minutes. Had a couple songs.
Oh, cool. All right, guys. So coming up next, going to jump into Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? You have to tie or win, and if you do so, you win Welcome to Rockville tickets for next year. Sean says $400 million on that grandstand renovation. It's beautiful. The track itself, it's incredible. Like, as soon as you walk on into the venue, you walk onto the track.
Oh, that's cool.
So, you're coming from this weird gate area.
Right.
That's not a gate area. And you're walking directly onto the Daytona track, which obviously leads you into the center field area, which is where kind of everything is. And I mean, once again, it looked immaculate on the inside.
So, I mean, were the stages close to each other? Were they?
So there were stages on like each end of the track. So like over like corner 1 and 2, in between it was stage 1.
Right.
Same thing on the other side. And then the other 2 stages were kind of in the middle, pointed in different directions. They were, I don't know, like that. There was 2 there. So yeah, there was 4 stages. Was there? Yeah, I think there was only 4 stages.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 stages. What I thought was really cool is after the show's over with, for campers, they have after hours bands. They had like 2 bands every night after the show. And Jess, if you're still around, maybe you can confirm that for me. But to what the schedule showed, there was bands like after the headliners, 2 bands every single night.
Oh, that's cool.
For Friday, Saturday, or for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They didn't have any on Sunday. I think they were trying to get people the hell out of there.
F out.
Morning, Dylan. What's going on, man? Morning, A-Dub. How are you? Just talking about Welcome to Rockville. But the facility and like you could tell, like I think they teamed up with like a festival production company.
Okay.
Because like overall, the production from like they used like 4K cameras. On Metallica, they had one of those, those cameras they hang over NFL fields, like the moving camera.
Yeah.
They had that for the Metallica show, and it would swoop over Lars, and then we'd like catch the band, and like it was this really cool, like I forget what camera, God camera, or whatever they want to call it. That they had that just for Metallica's set.
That's cool.
That was super cool.
That's really cool.
And I'll tell you, man, I've never heard a high-pitched scream from a large field of women like I heard for Falling in Reverse.
Really?
Yeah, Ronnie Radke. I think he's dating Paige from the WWE.
Okay.
I think he's with her. He is a fan favorite with the ladies.
They love him.
Oh yeah, he killed a guy. He technically did. He was in jail for a while.
Yeah.
But
ladies like those bad boys.
Yeah, he's a big time bad boy. And that guy, talk about vocal range. He goes from talk singing to singing to like a falsetto thing, and then to the like he's an emotional roller coaster on every song,
right?
And every song's like 6 minutes long.
Jeez.
It's once again just an emotional roller coaster of a vocal range Ronnie Radke has. Sean goes, yuck, Sheboygan Ronnie Radke. Sheboygan, that guy. Yes, they did play the Black Album backwards, Rhett.
Jess said, so Twitch did a Battle to Rockville competition where the unsigned bands could compete to play the Twitch stage. 3 bands every night, 4 bands on Wednesday for a pre-show.
Okay, cool.
2 bands from our area made the cut and play Savannah regularly. What is it? Actus Reus and Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, and I think they were actually at the Wormhole show, or at least one of them was.
Okay, cool. And she said, let me tell you, those guys brought it. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool.
Jess is the biggest concert head chick I think I've ever met in my life, and I love her. I love Jess for that.
All right, guys, 2.5 minutes. Going to talk next year's Welcome to Rockville. And then we'll give you a chance to actually score tickets for next year's event.
If you guys do want more details, or if you want to just go buy your tickets for Welcome to Rockville, feeling jumpy right now, we do have them up currently over at rock1061.com. If you go to our website, the first big picture there is the Welcome to Rockville picture, and it will take you directly to the website where you can buy tickets for the show. I highly recommend buying parking.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it was day of parking. If you're going to go all 4 days, buy parking, because 1 day parking is $30. But if you buy the 4-day pass, it's $22 a day.
Okay.
So you do save some cash if you do buy a parking pass, if you're not if you're staying outside the venue.
Right. Did you see where camping was?
Yeah.
Was it close?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. So they had an RV where the camping area was. This RV had the perfect shot to not the main stage, but the second stage.
Right.
And they just sat on top of their stage and just watched from stage, and then they just watch stage 2. Like there's these
cool.
4 dudes on like these camper chairs, and like their setup was immaculate. They had like a projector screen. They had a Mortal Kombat, like those tiny little arcade machines they sell at like Walmart. They had one of those. They had like a Amazon Fire Stick setup. They had a setup, dude.
That's awesome.
It looked awesome. They seemed cool. Like everyone was waving at them, and they were being pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds.
Charles said, to give everyone perspective, my Apple Watch clocked me doing 7.5 to 12.5 miles a day.
Damn. Whew. All right, guys, 20 seconds. Be right back. Welcome to Rockville. 2021 is done, so we're looking toward the future. 2022, welcome to Rockville. Details about the lineup, and you can win some tickets. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Welcome to Rockville. Of course, went down this past weekend. Daytona International Speedway. Everything I saw looked great. Talked to people who were there. It was just a great event all around. And next year, the tickets are already on sale for 2022. It's going back to its original month of May. 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, another 4-day event at the Daytona International Speedway.
Just thinking of 4 days is emotionally taxing on me, just thinking about those 12-hour-long festival days. But 4 great bands going to be a part of this year's Welcome to Rockville. Thursday, you got Kiss, an all-timer right there. Friday, you have one of the stalwarts of Welcome to Rockville with Korn. Saturday, you have Guns N' Freaking Roses.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, you got the Foo Fighters closing out Welcome to Rockville 2022.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup. I'm like, all right, Guns N' Roses. Makes sense. Saw him a couple years ago. Axl's put on a few LBs, but he still sounded good.
Oh, yeah.
Cardio is fantastic.
Yeah, his cardio kills it.
So that's great. Korn, always good. Foo Fighters, always good. If you've never seen Kiss, you got to.
You got to see him at least once.
It's an experience.
It's on the checkbox bucket list of bands you have to see Kiss.
So here's the deal. We have got tickets this week to give away for Welcome to Rockville 2022. Pairs of 4-day passes. But you're going to have to actually beat us in Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia?
Well, I mean, they can also tie as well, Cotter.
That's true.
So here's the deal. We're going to have you guys call us up. You want to do it right now?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it right now. 1-800-394-1061. The very first person to call in will take on either Cotter or I in 7 questions in 60 seconds. Once again, you have to beat us or tie us to win 4-day passes to the 2022 Welcome to Rockville.
Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? It's next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Holly.
Hey, Holly, how's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing good. Now, here's the deal. Like we said, you do have to beat or tie with us to win these tickets this time, okay?
I know. I'm probably not going to, but you know me. I'm going to try.
I like it. Who do you want to take on today, myself or Marshall?
I'm going to take on Marshall.
Okay.
Because he said his was hard. So.
I don't blame you. All right, you know the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If you don't know the answer to a question, want to pass, feel free to do so. And if we have time at the end, we'll come back to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Dead or alive actor Warren Beatty?
Alive.
That is correct. If you pressed Shift and the number 1 key on a keyboard, what symbol do you get?
The training on this about mandates, masks, and all this stuff.
The question mark.
Incorrect. From the movie Star Wars, how much does the Chewbacca costume weigh? Is it 6, 8, or 10 pounds?
10 pounds.
Incorrect. Not counting Australia, what's the biggest island on the planet?
Biggest island on the planet, not counting Australia. Hawaii.
Incorrect. In chess, what piece moves diagonally, the bishop or the rook?
What? Repeat it.
In chess, what piece moves diagonally, the bishop or the rook?
The bishop.
That is correct. The crocodile in the Disney cartoon Peter Pan got its name because it swallowed what?
Crocodile and Peter Pan swallowed flock.
Yeah, that is correct. Final question, multiple choice. In what year did the first episode of South Park air? 95, 96, or 97?
95.
Incorrect. All right, Marshall. Holly got 3 out of 7 today.
Okay.
All right, Holly, hang tight. We'll be right back to you. All right, you know the drill, Marshall. 7 questions, 60 seconds. You've got to beat Holly, or she's going to score tickets for next year's Welcome to Rockville.
I want those tickets, actually, so I'm just going to keep them for myself. So, yeah, let's go.
All right, question number 1. Dead or alive, actor Warren Beatty?
Oh, good question. Live?
Correct. If you pressed Shift and the number 1 key on a keyboard, what symbol do you get?
Can I just do it right now? There, something comes up?
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. From the movie Star Wars, how much does the Chewbacca costume weigh? 6, 8, or 10 pounds?
Oh, you would think a lot. 10 pounds?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Not counting Australia, what's the biggest island on the planet?
Greenland.
Correct. In chess, what piece moves diagonally, the bishop or the rook?
Do I look like a chess guy? Oh, no, wait. I watched Queen's Gambit. Bishop.
That is correct.
That was kind of a guess.
The crocodile in the Disney cartoon Peter Pan got its name because it swallowed what?
Alarm clock or something, right?
Yeah. And finally, in what year did the first episode of South Park air? 95, 96, or 97?
96?
Incorrect, but that is 4.
Oh, no. But yay.
Holly, Marshall got you today. He 4-3. It was close, but you can try back. Your chance to score those tickets all this week, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
Sorry, Holly. I mean, I had to do what I had to do there. I apologize.
All right, let's go over the correct answers. Actor Warren Beatty, alive and well at 84 years old.
Oh.
If you press Shift and the number 1 on the keyboard, you get the exclamation point.
You do?
Yes.
Hold on.
Just look at your damn keyboard. The exclamation point is above the.
Oh. I guess I never thought about it. That's how dumb I am.
Oh, that's funny.
I am a community college dropout.
In the movie Star Wars, the Chewbacca costume weighs 8 pounds. Not counting Australia, the biggest island on the planet is Greenland. In chess, it is the bishop that moves diagonally. The crocodile in Peter Pan is named Tick-Tock because he swallowed a clock. Mm-hmm. And the first episode of South Park aired in 1997.
Oh, okay.
All right, so there you go. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? All this week, your chance to win tickets for Welcome to Rockville if you beat or tie one of us. Back at it tomorrow, 7:30. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Rob said, oh, dang, these are quite hard. That's what she said. All right, Cotter's going to edit that up, guys. We'll be right back with audio on the stream. All right, guys, we're back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us while Connor was editing up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Excuse me. With that win, my record goes to 54 wins, 7 losses, and 10 ties. Now, there's going to be 3 more chances this week for you guys to score Welcome to Rockville tickets. Sorry, I'm just updating the official ledger so I can have record of this. Perfect. A-Dub says Cotter's starting to have a little Patrick Mahomes hair day. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes remembered how to play football this week, too, so it's actually a good day to be called Patrick Mahomes. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we are 1/2 done with the show today. That's the good news. The bad news is you still got 2 hours of us. And our stupid hair. Mostly my stupid hair. All right, so, Cotter, while you're kind of wrapping up the last pieces of putting together Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, did you hear that yesterday Reese's, or Reese's, depending on what kind of animal you are, revealed that it's releasing its largest peanut butter cup ever?
I had seen something on it, but I didn't dive into this.
So they are releasing for Thanksgiving a 9-inch Reese's Thanksgiving pie. It's just a giant Reese's peanut butter cup. It is 9 inches and weighs 3.5 pounds. Now, they're only making 3,000 of them, and you could purchase them on their website for $45 plus tax.
See, I mean, and Reese's, my favorite, Reese's peanut butter cups, my favorite candy. This is too much. This is too much because it will go to waste. You're buying it as a conversation piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you're not cutting yourself a slice of a Reese's cup and eating the entire thing.
Oh, don't you talk for me. Don't you talk for me, you son of a bitch. I very well could be doing that exact thing. Sugar and Spit goes, great, fighting over pies and Xbox Series X's and PlayStation 5s. Yeah, this year. It's going to be great. Andrew, don't worry, man. We'll have more chances this week for you to win Welcome to Rockville passes for 2022. And I know what you guys are saying. What are you guys going to do with those passes that you didn't give away? We're just going to hold on to them.
Yeah, we'll give them away.
Yeah. Actually,
you guys will give them away.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go full like Joker from The Dark Knight. I'm just going to burn them.
Oh.
I'm going to burn them on video camera. Said you guys could have gone. You guys could have gone, but you didn't call. Sean says, I'm just making a smoked pumpkin and smoked apple pie. How do you do that? You just throw it in the smoker for like,
I guess.
Will it not burn? I mean, how does that work? Tony says those pies are already sold out.
Damn. It doesn't surprise me.
Talk about a payday for them, though.
Yeah.
3,000 pies, $50 a piece. I go to a store and buy a $6 pie right now.
I know, right?
All right, guys, right now we are playing back currently what you heard live on the stream with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. In the 8 o'clock hour today, we're going to give you guys the update on the Cool Guys tournament. Now, the tournament still went on yesterday without us really talking about it on air. We didn't stop the tournament, so it continues on. So we got some matchups and some results to kind of break down for you guys. We'll also talk about our Badass Beard Contest. It's currently up at the Rock 106.1 Facebook page, pinned to the very top. And today, I'm getting quizzed in the face for the second to last time ever.
So I had a different quiz planned, but my day yesterday just was crap. So I kind of did an easy way out. But because of the excitement of the new X-Men cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So today's quiz in the face is X-Men or not.
Oh, okay.
So I've got 10 characters, all comic book characters. Could be Marvel, could be DC, could be Indie, but they're all some of the weirdest comic book characters. So you just have to tell me, are they part of, not necessarily are they an X-Men, but are they a mutant in the X-Men universe?
Right, and actually, I think I read an article. There's like 700 X-Men.
So stupid.
Yeah, there is so many X-Men characters.
So they could be a villain, could be a good guy, but are they a mutant in the X-Men universe, yes or no?
Okay,
That's all it is. So I've got a name, and I've got a brief description of their dumb powers.
All right, this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to this Quizzed in the Face today. So that's all within the 8 o'clock hour with the beard contest, the Cool Guys tournament, and Quizzed in the Face. Today we are going to wrap up the show. Now, A-Dub, if you're still on the stream, I want you to know you told us to do our jobs better.
Yes.
And we were offended, but also we stepped up to the plate. So last Monday, Cotter and I were in the studio. We were doing Big Money Monday like we always do, 8 o'clock hour. Our boss came in and said, you haven't given money away in a while, do better.
Yeah.
So instead of just skipping, because we missed Monday's show, yesterday's show, instead of just skipping this thing, we just decided we're going to do it on Tuesday. So it's Big Money Monday on a Tuesday, and we're going to do that top the 9 o'clock hour. So if you guys have not done so already, please feel free to text us, 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and a number between 1 and 9. Top of the 9 o'clock hour today, we're doing Big Money Monday.
Yeah, I like that. And then we'll have 2 Big Money Mondays next week as well.
Yeah, we're doing 2.
Monday and then the final show next Wednesday.
Yeah, and we're going until we get a winner on Wednesday.
Yes. And we'll do different people. So,
Sean says, yeah, you just basically bake it in the smoker. Yeah.
Nice.
I hope the wife gets me a smoker this year. I kind of want to be a smoke guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
an edibles guy, but I want to become a smoke guy now.
Yeah. I think I'll get there eventually because since we started the whole move thing, I basically I ran out of gas for my grill about a couple weeks before the whole move thing kind of became a reality. So I haven't gone and replaced it because I'm like I'm not going to buy it and then be moving.
Travel with a propane tank in your car,
probably illegal. So so I haven't grilled out in like a month and I hate it because I got
keeping the grill, right?
Oh God, yes.
Okay,
no, that grill is going.
Yeah, and you'll be fine.
So we're actually doing really good. We have, it's sad. My living room has no furniture.
None.
So we're not taking the couches. We're not taking the kitchen table and chairs.
Mm-hmm.
We're not taking the bed stuff that's in Keith's room. We're taking our bed. We're taking Ella's bed, and we're taking all the bookshelves, wash and dry, and stuff like that. So we've been trying to get rid of everything, and it's like kitchen table. I put it up, and it's like, hey, it's free. Come grab it. Somebody's like, I'll be there. He came, got it.
Yeah.
Put both couches up, and I've been very honest with everything. It's like, look, left side of this couch is wonky as hell, guys. I'm just telling you. But $100 both couches. Guy came in, picked up both couches, brought a buddy. I didn't have to lift anything. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Here's $100. Done. So yeah, we're looking around. We were seriously sitting on a folding chair. We sat on the floor to eat dinner. Because we have no furniture in our living room.
Damn. Red Hat.
Yeah.
What's that?
So we were going through the garage. I found 2 boxes of VHS tapes, and I mean, it's like they're all. I mean, everything: Monty Python, Porky's, aerobics. I mean, it's just all over the place with everything. So I put them up on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, free. You want them? And then Rhett gave me S. He's like, man, it's like you shouldn't be putting those up and be embarrassed, all that stuff. Within 10 minutes, a lady's like, I want that. And then she was there really quick.
Wow.
Very excited about getting these VHS tapes.
Hey, man, other people's trash are other people's treasures.
So
Rob goes, sorry for my typing. Beers are kicking my butt.
Yeah.
One comment I wanted to get to here. Rhett said, no need to fight over a PlayStation 5. Marshall could get you the hookup.
You're the PlayStation 5 guy.
That's fine. Here's the thing. Whenever GameStop, because I'm like a member or whatever,
right.
Whenever they have Xbox or PlayStation 5s pop up, if you can prove to me that you have the funds to purchase said item, I will buy it for you. And I would just all I ask is that you pay me back upon receipt. I'll show you the receipt. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Pay me back within like 24 hours.
So I just thought of this. You get to be you're the guy. So it's like, it's like, hey, I need this. I got a guy. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
You're now somebody's. I got a guy.
I bought in 6 PlayStation 5s in the last
awesome.
year, which I think is more than. I mean, outside of scalpers, like true actual scalpers, I bought it for friends and family.
Yes,
I have a gift. I'm not talented at anything else, but I have that gift. Sandy says, I'll be making my famous double-decker pumpkin pie. Sandy, it'd be a real shame if one fell into our hands. Just saying. Wink, wink. Be a real shame. Rob said, what is this Thanksgiving thing over there? Is it just the fams getting together on a particular day to sound off on what they're grateful for? No, pretty much what I view Thanksgiving is it's an uncomfortable dinner that lasts much longer than any other dinner you would go over to your families for.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I love my family. Moving away.
It's great.
And having your own stuff for the holidays is amazing. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, growing up, got up in the morning, open presents. Instantly, without playing with anything, went over to one grandparent's house, open presents. Mm-hmm. Instantly, without playing with anything again, went to another grandparent's house. And by the time you get home, you're just tired.
Yeah.
So it's like Christmas was nothing but running around. Now it's like we're in PJs all day long. We got a scavenger hunt tradition we do. I love the fact that you can just do your own thing for the holidays.
Connor's just drinking German beers, farting out loud very loudly in front of his family.
Fantastic.
That's kind of what Connor does. Now, Thanksgiving literally is like it's a gigantic, like if you go over to your parents' house for dinner any day of the week, it's just that times 3 times the amount of people and 4 times the amount of food.
Yeah.
We are gluttons to the utmost respect on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And just so you know, Thanksgiving Day, calories don't count. Do you actually, no matter what you eat or drink that day, 0 calories that day. It's the one day a year.
I forgot to update the bracket. Let me do that real quick.
All right, guys. Well, we got a second. Yeah, so food comas and alcohol. Exactly. Usually, no, my Thanksgiving tradition over the last few years is I get a really nice bottle of whiskey. So I'll eat Thanksgiving dinner, and I'll get a bottle of whiskey, and I usually watch a comedy that night. You know, it's the holiday season. I don't want to watch anything heavy. Yeah, like I'll watch whatever the stupid newest comedy is. All right, guys. While we have a few minutes, Cotter's going to update our Cool Guy tournament. He forgot to get to that, but we'll be back on the air here in 5-6 minutes. We'll go ahead and answer some questions for hashtag Ask the 8Ball on a Tuesday, although it feels like a Monday to me. So once again, hashtag Ask the 8Ball. Drop in your questions into the chat today. Let me know what your questions are. Maybe you need to know if you're going to win the lottery. Maybe you need to know if you're going to mow the yard today. Maybe you're going to need to know if you're going to have to strangle your brother-in-law to death at Thanksgiving. Maybe you need to know if you're going to become a murderer. Just let us know. Drop your questions into the chat with hashtag Ask the 8Ball and let us know. I'll answer to the best of my 8Ball's ability. Yesterday too, I was hoping to get like a little video game time in because yesterday was technically my day off, although I did do quite a bit of work. And I had one of those occasions where I put a new video game in, and I was really excited to play it. And then my PlayStation 5 let me know that I've run out of memory, and I had to transfer a bunch of stuff, which took an entire hour to transfer over. That was fun. So no video game time in yesterday, although I just started a new game called Returnal. Returnal on the PlayStation 5. It looks really fun. Also, while we have a moment, I want to congratulate everyone who won in the Cotter and Marshall Show Fantasy Football League. The winner of the league, this year is going to win a pair of Welcome to Rockville 2022 passes. Now, with my win this week in the Cotter and Marshall Show League, I beat the #1 guy. I have officially moved into the playoffs. That's right. I'm in 4th place currently. Cotter is currently in 10th. And once again, this week's winners, I want to congratulate. Hold on, let me bring up week 10. Our winners this week of myself, the team called We Are Not Marshall, Pied Piper, Falcoholics, Baker of Chains, Lone Wolf, and the Hardy Villains. Hardy Villains. All of those people won this week in the Cotter and Marshall Show Fantasy Football League. So congrats to them. Andrew, to answer your question, yes. Did you get a Metroid Dread? Yeah, I did. And I beat it. It's a shorter game. It's only like 15 to 20-ish, probably max hours for any player. It is really good. It's really fun. Highly recommend Metroid Dread. Greg says, pretty sure I'm in last. I haven't looked in forever. Cotter, so with my win this week in the Cotter and Marshall Show Fantasy Football League, I have moved into the playoffs, baby. I am the 4th seed currently.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes. You have dropped down a little bit. You're not going to believe it. I know you have definitely been paying attention. You're currently 4th and 6th. You are 10th out of 14 teams.
Yeah.
And then our good friend Greg, who's on the chat right now, he is in last place. He's a 2-8 record. Let's see. Rob has a hashtag Ask the 8-Ball question. Will the December asteroid hit Earth? Oh, okay. Let's check that out. Let's see what the 8-Ball says. Without a doubt. Okay, that sounds good. Sounds like things will be just fine. Fuck. Andrew says, I have, I ordered the Zelda Game & Watch. Oh, I just picked that up yesterday, man. I picked that up and added that to my Zelda collection. Because I have the Mario one too, but I'm an old school game nerd and collect that stuff. Yeah, I picked up the Zelda one yesterday at Best Buy. It looks so cool. Sean says, I'm thinking of bringing my Nintendo Switch for something to do on the flight to Savannah. Dude, Metroid Dread is a ton of fun to watch, or play. So definitely check that out. After we just found out that pretty much the world's going to end in December, after Rob asked that question, he goes, well, we better drink everything now, which I think is a great idea.
Did you see the story about Pee Wee Herman wanting to be a radio DJ?
No.
So
will he join the show? Could you imagine the pop awesome. I would get if Pee Wee Herman took over for you? I would let him host the show.
I would, because here's the deal. So he reached out to a station in California with a letter on official Pee Wee Herman letterhead or whatever, and was like, hey, I want to be a DJ on this radio station or host a show.
Yeah.
They didn't respond right away. I don't think they didn't believe it was him. He took to Twitter, and all of his fans started calling the radio station. So Pee Wee Herman has announced that I'm going to be a DJ on a new radio show airing on KCRW. I'm so excited. I can't believe they didn't believe it was me. It sounds like he's going to host in character. He's bringing Cherry, Magic Green, and Miss Yvonne. He's also promising some very super famous surprise guests. It's happening on November 26th.
It sounds like this should just be a podcast.
Yeah, right? This is a one-show deal for him. So there you go.
How about this? I will put out an olive branch.
Yeah, you should. I would like Pee Wee Herman.
I would like Pee Wee Herman to know that we will offer him not only a one-show deal, but a forever deal.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman, I am offering you a lifetime contract to be a member of the new Pee Wee and Marshall show. You will lead the show, and it is going to be a lot of work, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Please bring the characters from your show onto our new show. But Pee Wee Herman, if you're willing, I would take Pee Wee Herman as the new host of the Cotter and Marshall.
Well, heck yeah.
That's amazing.
We've got about 2.5 minutes.
Rob says, fantasy pick, Marshall. Who would be the ultimate pick for Cotter's replacement? I would go Bobcat Goldthwait. That's a really good question. I mean, immediately, after that Pee Wee Herman story, I love the idea of Pee Wee.
How old would that get after a while, though? It's like, after a while, you're like, dude, Paul, calm down.
Ultimate pick to do the show with. That's a good question.
It's a really good question, Rob.
I don't know. I have to go with someone with like a little radio background, right? Someone who gets it.
You can. You don't have to.
Yeah, but then at that point, if they may not know what to do, I have to hold their hand.
Right.
I would go. I don't know. Let me think about it. That's so tough. There's so many names that are popping in my mind. You could choose Howard Stern. You could choose, if you want to go more sports oriented, you go, someone like Mike Greenberg or Mike Golick,
right?
Mike and Mike, guys. They're incredible at what they do. You want to go on the podcasting side, you go, Big Cat from Barstool or PFT. There's so many people. Scott says if he was still alive, Sam Kinison. No.
He just sits there and yells.
Ah! Oh, my God. I'd be deaf. I'd be deaf. You guys would be deaf. Greg says, is there a prize for dead last in the Fantasy Football League? Connor, I'll let you answer that.
No. I could have just said yes. I'm not going to be here.
Yeah. You want to change your answer?
Nah.
Still nothing. Screw you, Greg. What's behind door number 1? Oh, a giant middle finger? Enjoy. Hey, speaking of Greg, he was just on a cruise. How was your cruise, Greg?
Was Greg on the cruise?
Yeah, Greg was on the cruise.
Okay. I thought it was Dave on the cruise. They both cruised.
They both cruised.
Oh, they both cruised?
They're cruising sons of bitches.
Nice.
My buddy my buddy Morty just went on a cruise.
Yeah.
It's apparently, hey, guys, cruises are back. Cruises are back. Go on them.
All right, guys, 20-ish seconds. Going to dive into the Cool Guys tournament. We'll be back. Had a couple people pick up some easy wins in their second-round matchups for the Cool Guys tournament, but we also had an upset. Details on the way. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, watch it. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please give us a like, follow, and subscribe while we're there. Now, we did have a Cool Guys tournament matchup over the weekend. We weren't here yesterday, so we couldn't announce the winners. Our number 1 seeds both cruised to victory. Ryan Reynolds over Chris Pratt, and then Robert Downey Jr. over Dolly Parton.
That's sad to see. I'm glad Dolly at least got out of the first round. I mean, just the respect factor. I believe she deserved that. But yeah, RDJ, he's a beast.
So yesterday, some matchups went up. We weren't on the air, but we still had the matchups up on the Facebook page. Our number 2 seeds taking on, I think, both number 10 seeds here. So Dave Grohl, number 2 seed, taking on Samuel L. Jackson, the number 10 seed. And we got our first upset of the second round. Dave Grohl is out of this tournament.
Man, out of the second round, too. But, I mean, facing Samuel L. Jackson, I mean, you thought Dave Grohl was going to go all the way. I had some questions about this second round matchup, and I'm kind of happy to be right here. Samuel L. Jackson, the man who says the F word better than anyone who's ever said the F word in the history of F words, he moves on to the third round of action.
Yeah, he got it done with about 72% of the vote. On the other side of the bracket, it was number 2 seed Keanu Reeves taking on number 10 seed Christopher Walken. And kind of like Dolly Parton, I think Walken was definitely a one and done.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a complimentary, you deserve this because of your history pick.
Right. But Keanu Reeves picking up the win, moving on to the next round, 76% of the vote. So it wasn't just like a slam dunk, but, I mean, it was Keanu all day.
Well, I mean, with the Cool Guy tournament continuing on, it's just going to get tougher and tougher for these celebrities to move on. And once again, Cotter and I, high moment, we came up with a Cool Guy tournament, kind of like an NCAA bracket-style tournament. You can actually check it out right now at rock1061.com. It's completely updated. We got a couple more matchups we need to get to.
Yeah, so we've got 2 matchups going up for your vote today. We'll tell you who they are coming up after Ghost. Their latest, it's Hunter's Moon, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Greg says the cruise is great, like 30 bands. Greg, what were some of the bands on the cruise? Andrew says, I still say it should be the Marshall Show with the rotating guest host from the Horde. Yeah, I've got an idea for the plan after the show, once our show officially ends.
Right.
So I have that kind of in my head. I'm waiting for the bosses to say, okay, just do that.
Right.
I think is going to be the case. But our last show, once again, is going to be next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be an action-packed show.
A week from tomorrow, guys.
Yeah. Wild.
It's like I still say it's like when they first brought it up and it was like, hey, 6 weeks. I was like, this is gonna. It's like 6 weeks. It's forever away. And now it's just like went by so quick, so quick.
Yeah, it did. It did for sure. I mean, well, you're at this point where you don't have any living room furniture, so you know it's close to the end.
It's like my house is nothing but echo right now when you walk in. But yeah, no living room furniture, no dining, no kitchen table.
Is it weird when your wife can hear you touch yourself in the bathroom?
That's normal. But yeah, the house looks very weird. It's like everything's just moved. Colors aren't the same because we had to paint some stuff, and yeah, crazy.
Connor, are you again? Yeah, babe, shut up. Trying to get in a mood over here. Wow, Greg's cruise was nothing what I thought it would be. Did you see this lineup?
Bowling for Soup American Authors.
Bowling for Soup, Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, Switchfoot, Sister Hazel. Wow, that is something. I don't even know what to say to that. You know, Cotter, you only have like a week and a half left here in Savannah. Yeah. But Sean has 33 days before he gets here. So, I mean, when are we really going to be celebrating more?
Well, Sean.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, got about a minute, guys.
2 quick show updates just to keep everyone abreast of the latest stuff. This coming Thursday, we are doing a final Horde meetup over at the Draft Room Berwick. You can find all the details at the Cotter and Marsh Show Facebook page. That'll start at 6 o'clock. Also, let's see, what is it? What was the other thing? Oh, this Friday, the mayor. Yes, that's right. The mayor will stop into the best morning show in Savannah for 8 months. I'm talking about the Cotter and Marshall Show. That will be this coming Friday for Beer for Breakfast. We have Mayor Van Johnson coming in studio to hang out with us.
I'm shocked he agreed to it.
I am very excited for this.
And he agreed. I mean, I know it's non-alcoholic, but he agreed to Beer for Breakfast.
Correct, yeah. I mean, I broke down Beer for Breakfast. I may have actually not brought that up. I may have just lied.
We'll be right back, guys.
He's cool.
We'll be right back. The Cotter and Marshall Cool Guys Tournament, 32 of the coolest guys and gals going head-to-head. It is an NCAA March Madness-style bracket. Your vote, 2 matchups every day on the Facebook page. So today's matchups, of course, we're in the second round. So things are really, I think, starting to get good. On the left-hand side of the bracket, this is up now for your vote at the Rock 1061 Facebook page. The number 5 seed, Snoop Dogg, taking on the number 4 seed, Bill Murray.
I think this will be the closest contested matchup that we have in round 2 at this point. I think this is going to be like a 60-40 or 55-45, if those numbers work out. Yeah, sure they do. I think this will be a very, very tightly voted on contest.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be interesting because here's where it kind of gets weird when I'm thinking ahead to the next round of the tournament. If Snoop Dogg wins, which I think he could, I don't think he gets past Ryan Reynolds. If Bill Murray wins, who is my pick, I'm not saying he'll get past Ryan Reynolds. I think it's a closer matchup than if it was Snoop Dogg.
I would agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But that matchup currently is up right now at the Rock 1061 Facebook page. That is where you can go vote. The only place we are tabulating votes is right there. So make sure to check out our Facebook page and vote on that today.
So the other matchup from the right-hand side of the bracket, number 5 seed Woody Harrelson, number 4 seed Jack Black. Man, it's 4 and 5 seeds, so it's tough to say who it's an upset. I think Woody Harrelson beats Jack Black.
I don't think there's a world where that exists.
Really?
I think Jack Black absolutely dominates Woody Harrelson. I think this is probably the biggest blowout we see of round number 2. I think Jack Black dominates White Man Can't Jump. 100%.
All right, it'll be interesting. You can vote now, Snoop Dogg or Bill Murray on the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Woody Harrelson, Jack Black. You can vote for that coming up here in about 15 minutes. If you want to see the complete bracket, go to the website, rock1061.com.
All right, guys, once again, thanks for hanging around this morning as we chat up the Cool Guy/Gal tournament. You can see the full tournament right now over at rock1061.com.
Rob, yeah, so the mayor who's coming in on Friday doesn't drink, so he agreed to the non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, I'm going to triple check, but I am like 99% sure. 0.9% sure I brought up. I wouldn't just ask him to come on and not bring up beer for breakfast. Hey, right? Right? That doesn't sound like me, does it?
I mean,
how could I fuck this up?
Oh, we'll find out.
I take that back. Oh,
I mean, that's the whole point.
it's the whole point. Marshall, it's the whole point for you to fuck it up.
I was thinking the whole point is beer for breakfast. But yeah, now you bring that up. It's a good point.
Hold on. Let's
get really awkward. It's like, why? What? No, guys, I'm not doing that. That's an excellent point, Andrew. That is an excellent point. How does the guy running the city of drunks not drink?
Hey, someone needs to not drink.
Somebody's got to be the adult, I guess.
No, I did mention it. I said, we were wondering if you do us the honor of joining us live on our morning show, which we live stream on the next 3 Fridays at 9 a.m. on a segment we call Beer for Breakfast. Are you available these dates?
Okay.
He chose the 19th, which is perfect. So yeah, I messaged him weeks ago.
Okay.
And we're getting him in finally. So yeah, I did say beer for breakfast. I go, we want to do non-alcoholic beer and chat up what it's like to be the mayor and what's going down in Savannah. We'd love to have you in.
Okay.
And he said yes.
Okay.
Well, he pointed me to his assistant, and then she said yes. And then he said yes.
Okay.
But yeah, he's got my phone number. He's got everything. So he's going to text us when he arrives this coming Friday. And then he'll join us right on the live stream. We're not going to make him wait. We're going to have him come right in. We'll have the beer set up. We'll have glasses set up. It'll be awesome.
The fanciest beer for breakfast ever.
We've met Mayor Van Johnson a few times, but have you ever sat back in a non-official manner and talked to Van Johnson at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
I've got to a couple times. Jake Thompson has as well. He seems like a really just chill, relaxed guy.
Yeah.
No matter what your feelings are on about him, yes, he is a politician.
That is true.
He honestly is. He is really cool. Every time we've got a chance to talk to him and hang out with Mayor Van Johnson, even before he was Mayor Van Johnson, Alderman Van Johnson, he was always very cool to us when we ran into him. I mean, I know you probably didn't watch it, but the absolute shit pumping the 49ers put on the Rams last night after signing OBJ is embarrassing.
Nah, I didn't
see the score of the game?
No.
31-10. 31-10. It was I think it was 21-3 at halftime.
Damn.
Yeah, the 49ers, who are 4-5, absolutely clown the Rams.
All right. Let's see where we at. Okay, we got 6-ish minutes. Going to talk the Badass Beard Contest. Chance to score tickets for Saliva.
What do you got going on after the show today?
I got some work stuff to take care of. I've got to effing nap. And then it's just more packing tonight.
1 box a day.
No, we've surpassed the 1 box a day thing.
What?
We're good there. I know.
Are you okay? That's why you're so tired. You're probably doing 2 boxes a day. You okay? You definitely need a nap.
I definitely need a nap. But tomorrow is ZZ Top, so I'm not necessarily going to be home tomorrow. Thursday is, are we doing something for work? Because I've not seen anything official except for what you had said.
Yeah, we're doing a thing for you.
Okay.
Hey, has no one told you?
You?
Yeah. There's a thing for you.
Yeah, no, you've brought it up.
It's so funny. It's on my calendar. I got invited to it.
I didn't.
I'm looking at the list right now. All it says is Gabe's going away gathering.
So he doesn't include me.
Yeah, you're not on it. Our boss A-Dub created it.
I'm not showing up. I'm not going to show up.
No, the Horde meetups at the same place.
I'll show up there at 6. I'm just going to ditch out on ours. I didn't get invited, guys.
Technically, you were not invited. Is it supposed to be a secret? It doesn't say anything about it. There's literally no details. Hey, there's a going away thing for you.
Nope, too late now. I'm out.
So Sean, actually, great comment. So everyone is celebrating that you're leaving?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe that's it. They didn't want me to come. They just want to be like, look, finally.
I can confirm Tim the engineer not happy you're leaving.
Why?
So I was talking to Tim Jenner yesterday. I stopped in at work on my day off because I'm an idiot. And Tim brought up, obviously, that you were leaving. And he's like, yeah. He didn't say, oh, I'm going to miss him, or, he's going to have such a good time in Austin. What a great move.
He's worried about more work.
He said, oh, I'm going to have to start doing all the FCC filing. Oh, it's just tedious bullshit paperwork. And I go, imagine how Cotter feels.
You know what, though? It takes 10 minutes. That's it.
Oh, yeah?
It's not hard. So
like a month? A day? A year?
A month. Once a month. You do it once a month. And Tim's got it set up so where Tim likes to automate everything.
Mm-hmm.
So all of things, what I would normally have to log into a website for are just in an email. I just copy and paste it to an Excel sheet. It's not hard at all.
So I have this crazy NPR story, Cotter.
Okay.
Sorry, Rob had a question real quick. Our game over here is rugby. We play 80 minutes and we go off for beer. Is the halftime show thing a regular thing or an annual thing? Oh, it's an annual thing, just with the Super Bowl, man.
Well, they'll have smaller ones, occasionally for events.
Yeah, like in stadium stuff, but not stuff that's on
not
TV.
On TV. Yeah. Rugby. So when I first got here, we've got a rugby club in town, and the boyfriend of Billy, who does afternoons, it played. So I played in one rugby game, and I practiced. It is so much fun. It's just fun to watch. And then I said it, my favorite sport in the Olympics now are the rugby sevens. It is so cool. I wish rugby was a bigger thing here.
So we actually had the sevens tournament in Vegas. They would play at the Thomas and Mack Fields. Really? Yeah, or the UNLV. Yeah, no, the UNLV fields,
right?
Essentially, like on the opposite side of town where I lived in Vegas. Dude, the sevens rugby tournament is incredible.
Yeah,
I loved it watching it. It's awesome. All right, back to the story.
We got about 45 seconds.
Just listen to the headline real quick. Health workers in China are killing pets while their owners are in quarantine. That's the headline to the story. The story's coming out of Beijing.
Dear Lord.
We'll get into it after this next break.
All right, guys, be right back. Are you the owner of a badass beard? Well, if so, could score you some tickets for Saliva. They're going to be playing Victory North Savannah next month.
So I like to call it like a man mane, because it makes me feel like a lion. I'm just going out there and just being overly manly. But yeah, I mean, if you have an incredible beard, we want to see it. Take a picture of yourself, drop it onto the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Pinned to the very top is a badass beard contest picture. Just drop it into the comments and have all of your friends go and like that picture. The person with the most likes will score tickets to go check out Saliva at Victory North Savannah.
And winner's going to be announced early December. So once again, it's the Badass Beard Contest with Billy and the Badass Rock Show. Coming up next, Marshall is going to get quizzed in the face in honor of the X-Men cartoon revival, the popular show from the 80s. They're going to play X-Men or Not. I'm going to give you the name and description of 10 bizarre comic book characters.
Okay.
And you have to tell me whether they are part of the X-Men universe.
Sure thing.
Quizzed in the face, coming up after Metallica. Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks again for hanging around. Quiz of the Face is coming up next. Once again, the weird headline I read, Cotter, before we went to break. Health workers in China are killing pets while their owners are in quarantine. So according to the story out of Beijing, local health workers in some Chinese cities are breaking into people's homes and killing their pets while the owners are in quarantine, prompting outrage online.
Yeah?
Yeah. In one case, a dog owner named Mrs. Fu witnessed through her home security cameras as people clothed in hazmat suits entered her home and beat her pet corgi to death with iron rods while she was away in a quarantine facility. She tested negative for the coronavirus.
What's the reasoning behind this?
I'll get to it, I think, at some point. The dog ran into another room and out of sight, but her whimpers were audible. After a few minutes, the workers took out yellow plastic bags and said they were taking the dog away. Fu wrote in a long social media post. Her security camera video has gone viral on China's social media website Weibo, attracting millions of views from internet users who are largely furious with the way cats and dogs have been disposed of out of fears the animals could transmit the coronavirus. So the Chinese government's just like sending in like hit teams to murder your pets.
So Chernobyl, the TV show from HBO last year, a couple years ago, that was an episode where they would have to go in and they're looking for dogs.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They had to kill the dogs. I mean, that has to be one of the worst jobs ever. There's no way. I mean, especially, here's a club, go beat a dog to death.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's a few people that we work with that I'm like, they'd do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Stacy, right? She's sitting in the next room. But, it was also Stacy's birthday yesterday.
It was.
Happy belated birthday to Stacy. Or as we like to call her, Pancake Pam, if you saw my Facebook post yesterday.
I did not. I don't know what that's about at all.
I did a remote with Stacy at a grand opening. Or it was when McDonald's did a breakfast, when they brought breakfast all day.
Okay.
And they had us wear these giant, like, billboard sandwich board things.
Oh, I remember those.
And I had bacon and she has pancakes. So yesterday I said, happy birthday, Pancake Pam.
Nice.
Got a lot of likes.
Did you ever drink High C's Ecto Cooler?
Yeah, who didn't? It was
me.
the sickest.
It's coming back.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
It's limited time. Obviously, new Ghostbusters movie is coming out. So Coca-Cola is bringing it back, but you can't actually buy it.
God damn it. Why?
They're doing a limited run to promote Ghostbusters.
Is my money not good enough, High C?
No. Ghostbusters Afterlife. And the only way to get your hands on it is to win it. They basically want you to beg for it on Twitter and prove you're a super fan. Then maybe they'll send you some if you want to try. You go over to their High C. It's at Drink High C on Twitter.
I'm too damn old to be begging for stuff. Come on.
The last time they sold
I have some money, though?
The last time they sold it was in 2016 when they did the first reboot.
Oh, the all-girls Ghostbusters film?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they sold it then. So, yeah, it's been a minute. But there you go. High C Ecto Cooler. I didn't drink it.
Do you think they'll bring the girls in for a quick cameo in this new Ghostbusters film?
I think they're keeping them as far away from this as possible.
Yeah.
And it's not even knocking them. I didn't mind the movie at all. But I think not even close.
Yeah. Also, I think Rhett mentioned it. We didn't really mention it. Tomorrow is Rhett's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Rhett.
Yeah. Happy pre-cum birthday. What? Is that how you say it?
Yes, I think that's exactly how you say it.
Pre-cummy birthday. Happy pre-cummy birthday. Morning, Mac. Oh, Mac's on the chat. She goes, Mac is still trying to sell her juicer. She goes, someone buy this damn juicer. Cotter has sold 1,000 things on Facebook Marketplace, but Mac has been trying to sell a juicer for 3 weeks now.
You should put it on Facebook Marketplace?
Should you do it? Should you put it up? Because you'll sell it in 3 seconds.
No, I'm not going to. No. Too busy.
Did I tell you the story about the ceiling fan in my house?
You had brought something up, and would your wife want to sell it?
Yeah, my wife said after replacing a ceiling fan that the ceiling fan was too good and needed to be sold. I couldn't just throw it away. So it's been sitting in my garage for the last month and a half because I put it up and nobody wants it. So our friend Jeremy, who did from MF Hot Sauce, is going to trade me a bottle of hot sauce for it.
Oh, perfect.
So he's coming over today. Thank God it's going to get out of my garage.
Yeah. All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back. It's time to quiz Marshall all over his face.
Oh.
We're going to play a round of X-Men or not. In honor of the revival of the much-loved X-Men comic or cartoon from the 1990s coming to Disney Plus 2023, Gonna play a game of X-Men or not for today's Quizzed in the Face. Marshall, here's how it's gonna work. These are all 10 legit comic book characters.
Okay.
But they're on the weird side. They're not the, mainstream character. Some of them just have stupid powers.
So not Wolverine, not Gambit.
Nope.
Probably not even Jubilee.
No, none of that. So you have to tell me whether they're part of the X-Men mutant universe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not an X-Men. They could be a villain. But you just have to tell me whether X-Men or not.
Well, not a lot of people know this. There are actually hundreds of X-Men characters. Actually, I think I went through, there was like 700 of them. I saw an article on this years ago. I'm like, wow, I didn't know any of them existed. So I expect to do very badly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the name of the character, and I'll give you a brief description of their power.
Sure.
Here we go, number 1. Danny the Street.
Oh.
Danny the Street.
I think I bought some weed from him once.
Danny is a living and sentient piece of urban geography who can magically and seamlessly place himself in any urban landscape at will without any disruption to the surroundings. They can freely interact with any other sapient being through various forms of visual printing within their proximity. So he basically turns into a piece of urban.
So he could turn into a bush.
Well, I mean, a street, like a building, a street, a gutter, a light post.
So X-Men or not?
X-Men or not?
This one is too detailed. Like, it makes me think like it's already like it's just like too. I'm gonna say this guy is an X-Men.
Wrong again.
No.
Part of the DC universe.
Danny the Street.
Danny the Street.
Well, that's not a good start.
All right, X-Men or not? Number 2, Dog Welder. A mysterious and disturbing crime fighter who terrifies and maims evildoers by welding dogs to them.
Oh, no.
This is a legit comic book character, but
wow.
Is it a mutant in the X-Men universe?
That's so good. Dog Welder. What's better, Dog Welder or Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Oh.
Now I don't know. I'm going to go, you know what? It's got to be. Let's go, yes, X-Men.
Wrong again.
Oh, come on, Connor. Out the gate with no's on the first 2?
Once again, in the DC universe.
I wanted it so bad to be an X-Men.
Dog Welder. And there's also, just in case you're curious, Dog Welder 2.
Oh.
Number 3.
More dogs.
Ice Cream.
Oh, okay.
EYE Scream. The ability of Ice Cream is to transform himself into any flavor of ice cream, including a banana split.
This sounds like a promotional styled X-Men. Like they made this just because Baskin Robbins hit them up one day. Like, hey, we really need to make some extra money. I'm going to say this is an X-Men. Okay, finally.
That's correct.
Finally.
It was a villain in the X-Men universe. I don't know if it was
a villain.
Yes, he tried to melt his way into the school to try to take down the X-Men.
Yes, I love it.
All right, number 4. You are what? 1 out of 3 so far. X-Men or not? Quizzed in the Face. Frogman. The ability to reach a height of 6 stories per jump.
Wow. I mean, like, there's already Toad in the X-Men universe,
right.
So I'm going to say not an X-Men.
That is correct.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, good.
All right, number 5. Then we'll take a break. X-Men or not? Quizzed in the Face. Dazzler. She can generate a pulsating strobe light effect, among other light-themed powers.
I know for a fact that she is an X-Men.
That is correct.
She was, I think, played possibly in a short cameo by Taylor Swift, or there was talk of Taylor Swift playing Dazzler in one of the last X-Men films.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 out of 5. We'll see how you do in the second half of Quizzed in the Face. X-Men or not? It's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Yeah, Dazzler was the only one I knew on that list, or at least that I've heard of. So, okay, 3 for 5. Started off very cold.
Yes.
Got really hot right there in the middle and wrapping up Quizzed in the Face. Okay, I like it. I like it. So I think at this point, I have a complaint. We're on Marshall complaints right now. Can we jump to Marshall's complaints?
Yeah, go for it.
I think I have currently more neighbors who have Thanksgiving and or Christmas decorations up than we had Halloween decorations up the entire time.
Look, Thanksgiving decorations is weird. I don't need that.
Because it's mostly like pumpkins,
Yeah.
weird gourds, and like those weird straw people, like little scarecrowy type of like. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to put out some pumpkins, I'm cool with that.
Mhm.
But I mean, I've seen like the inflatable turkeys and pilgrims. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I mean, are you really that big of a fan of Thanksgiving? Honestly, because I'm going to call BS.
I mean, like, Cotter, power rank your top 3 holidays.
Ooh.
Top 3 American holidays. Boxing Day does not count. Yes, Mac, people have my neighbors who are much younger than me, they're probably mid-20s. They have decorated for Thanksgiving with like the Thanksgiving wreath and like the little like 2-foot dolls that are like scarecrowy type things. I don't know, or pilgrims. I don't know what they're. They're terrifying. They're scarier than what I had out for Halloween. All right, all right. Power ranking. The top 3 American holidays. Cotter, go.
Number 1 for me is Christmas. I do like Christmas, especially now that I just get to spend time with just my family. It's nice. So Christmas is number 1. Number 2, I mean, I guess we celebrate it here, and this is something. I mean, we celebrated prior, but until you get to Savannah, you never celebrate it. I'm going St. Patrick's Day.
Okay,
and specifically here in Savannah.
It's incredible.
As soon as I leave, it's out of my list. You know, because I don't think Austin is known for their huge St. Patrick's Day celebration.
No.
So once I leave Savannah, it probably drops off my list.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that the last 2 years I wasn't able to celebrate.
Yep.
I hate even more my last celebration was lugging around a drunk ass friend.
Yep.
For 2 hours.
Well, I think this year you should actually make one of your visits St. Patty's Day.
We'll see. I'm not opposed to it. Number 3 is tough. I mean, if back when I was a kid, I'd say Halloween, you know, but it's like I don't do a lot for Halloween this year, so I'm going to make an odd choice. Or my reasoning behind it's probably odd. I'm going Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And the reason I'm saying that...
Sex.
Sure.
Yeah. All the oral sex Cotter gives and receives.
Because we don't celebrate it. So I don't have to buy my wife a bunch of dumb stuff for Valentine's Day.
I mean, you're celebrating in other ways.
Well, sure.
Underneath the sheets or on top of them.
But there you go.
Or at your local Walmart. What?
So there you go. Yeah, Valentine's Day, because I don't have to buy my wife anything for Valentine's Day.
Wow. Interesting. All right, then. All right.
There you go.
Nathan says, watch Doom Patrol on HBO to check out Danny the Street.
Oh, there you go.
I've actually heard Doom Patrol is really good.
That's what I've heard.
On HBO Max.
Oh, Charles, say July 4th is a good one, too. That I will say that is the one holiday I miss being home for.
Mm-hmm.
Because my dad and mom every year have a big fish fry at the house. And it is a lot of fun. Because you get to see... you get to see people that you don't normally see. The entire family that's still in that area comes through.
Yeah.
My cousin who lives in Holland would come, you know, for that occasionally. So you really got to see everybody. I do miss that. Christmas, I don't need to do. But for whatever reason, the 4th of July cookout at my dad's, I miss that.
I would have to put Thanksgiving in my top 3. Some of my best memories with my family are Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, I get that.
Christmas I think it's going to be up there for everyone just because they love gifts. Who doesn't love a good gift? Who doesn't love free stuff? Everyone loves that. And then there's the new wall going into our new building.
Oh yeah,
piece of drywall just being walked right up. And then what else, Connor? Martin Luther King Day. I just love parades. Great guy.
Yeah, that works.
Choosing him. Why not? No one would have ever expected Martin Luther King Day. I'm choosing his.
Sean, so here you go. I got a question for you. Sean says, yeah, same here, Cotter. It's awesome. My wife hates Valentine's Day. How annoying is it when other ladies try to guilt trip you into buying stuff for your wife? When the wife is like, don't waste the money. I don't want flowers. I don't wear jewelry. I just don't want any. And then you're like, she really does. She's just saying that, but she really does. I'm like, no, I've been married to her for over 2 decades. I get it. She doesn't. No, she does. I hate that. That's really effing annoying.
Yeah, I don't think we do much on Valentine's Day. I think I do get her flowers or something. And then we usually go out to dinner, but a lot of times... Oh, no, I'll make dinner because we don't try to mess with restaurants on Valentine's Day. Plus, this next Valentine's Day is a trap day anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's the day after the Super Bowl. Everyone's going to be messed up. BS. The NFL's trying to ruin Valentine's Day. Hallmark should... hit up Congress.
Take it back.
Yeah.
All right, got about 3 minutes. Second half of Quizzed in the Face, X-Men or not. Danny the Street and Ice Cream are my two favorite characters on this list. The first 5 or the second 5. I mean, the dude transforms himself into ice cream. It's like the Wonder Twins. Honestly, what good
Does
is
it say he could change himself into multiple flavors or just the one?
it? It says he could transform himself into any flavor of ice cream, including a banana split.
What if someone eats him?
That's just
like,
it.
what is that?
It seems very...
Is it kind of like the Ant-Man type of situation where, like, if Ant-Man just crawled up Thanos' ass, then went to normal size, he'd explode?
Maybe.
Yeah. If someone eats all of your ice cream body and you just decide to come back to being human, would you just explode that person?
Yeah, I think so, right?
You'd think.
Sean, yeah, same. People trying to say it's a trap and trying to guilt trip you is ridiculous. Yeah, I always find it annoying because it's like, you don't know my wife. You don't know her. Yeah.
I think you should buy her a sweater.
Now, a good sweater or sweatshirt, she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good gift from a wife.
Yeah, Rob says New Year's is his. Watching how many people think they are instantly going to change because it's a new year is funny.
Good point. That's a solid point. All right, 3 out of 5.
We have guys working on our new studio upstairs. They're walking up drywall, so
yeah, that's got to be a crappy part of this gig right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not a whole lot. They're just building two offices.
You think I could just give them my address because I got to patch that hole in my wall where the cats come out?
And they're gonna make you do that?
Yeah.
No, tell them to do that.
No, they want. No, trust me. I'll do it. So yeah, that's one thing they want. So we were actually just gonna, I think, have somebody do it just so it looks
Call up
notch.
Call up what's his face? My guy.
I've been waiting to hear from your guy for
is he dead?
a month.
No, is he dead? Oh, Ryan's dead?
Nah, so and I know he's busy, and he said he's busy because he's like, I'll reach back out to you when I have time. And I reached back out again. I was like, hey man, I'm actually leaving, moving. I heard nothing.
Yeah, okay. All right, time to find a new guy.
Yeah, we Dana, my wife, reached out to a couple people. So
yeah. Thankfully, I didn't need anything done at the house. All right, guys, second half of Quiz in the Face, like Cotter said, coming up here in about 30 seconds. Then we're into the last hour of the show. Big Money Monday on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's coming up here very shortly, so make sure to text in your first name and a number between 1 and 9.
All right, guys, 15. Be right back. Marshall is currently getting quizzed in the face in honor of the X-Men cartoon revival of the loved 1990s cartoon. We're doing X-Men or not, giving you the name of a legit comic book character. They're all characters. You have to tell me whether they're actually a mutant in the X-Men universe or not. Very simple. So far, 3 out of 5. Not doing too bad at all. So here we go. Picking up with number 6. The character is Big Bertha.
Okay.
The ability to make herself superhumanly strong and durable to the point of being bulletproof by becoming extraordinarily obese. Legit character.
Definitely American. Definitely 100% American. Cotter, I don't think this is an X. I'm going to say not an X-Men.
Wrong again.
Really?
Yeah.
Big Bertha is an X-Men.
Yes, Big Bertha is an X-Men.
Good or bad, do you know?
I think it was good. I think she was involved in one of an offshoot of one of the New Mutants or something like that.
So she became bulletproof because she's fat.
Because she would make herself fat.
So she was just
yeah, she's skinny.
Oh.
She would make herself fat.
Oh, okay. So she was like a smoke show.
Yeah.
And then she just become a big old fat person when she needed to avoid bullets.
Yes. All right, you're 3 for 6. Number 7, skin. He possesses approximately 6 feet of extra skin.
Oh no!
He was capable of stretching, deforming, wrapping, expanding, and compressing this extra amount of skin. Is skin in the X-Men universe or not?
Well, I heard. Actually, I mean, I heard before some like creative edits, his name was Foreskin. Connor, I'm going to have to say that Skin is definitely not an X-Men.
Wrong again.
No, come on, man. Really? What the hell is going on?
3 out of 7.
Oh.
All right, this is how you started the first 5. You got missed the first 2, came back strong in the final 3. So here we go.
Okay.
Hoping for you. Fingers crossed. Number 8, quiz in the face. X-Men or not. Jack of Hearts, who has superhuman stamina and durability.
What kind of stamina?
I don't know. The right kind.
You definitely didn't do enough research.
I did not.
Okay, this is definitely not an X-Men. Jack Hart. Okay.
That is correct.
He is part of the Marvel Universe, but not an X-Men.
Okay.
So there we go. I think, so not an X-Men. All right, here we go. Number 9, Rainbow Girl. Rainbow Girl wields the powers of the mysterious emotional spectrum, resulting in unpredictable mood swings.
Wow, I think I dated her for a minute. Rainbow Girl. Is her name Joanna? Wow, tough one, Cotter. That is definitely tough. And she just controls rainbows?
Wields the power of the mysterious emotional spectrum, resulting in unpredictable mood swings.
Where does she shoot them out of?
I don't know.
There wasn't pictures to
No.
associate that with? I don't know. I kind of want to. It's an X-Men. That's an X-Men, right?
Wrong again.
Ah, come on.
Part of the DC universe.
Rainbow Girl, get out of here.
All right.
4 for 9.
4 for 9. This is your shot at 50%.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Number 10, Elongated Man. I know. I'm so sorry.
Does he know Foreskin Man? Oddly, not the same guy.
Can stretch his limbs and body to superhuman lengths and sizes.
So he's Reed Richards. He's from the Fantastic Four.
Maybe.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Or Plastic Man. I mean, there's several versions of this guy. Elongated Man.
Oh, no. Stupid. I hate it. Yeah, sure, he's an X-Men.
Wrong again.
He is part of the DC universe.
Of course he is. 4 out of 10 today.
That was a rough one, man.
That's brutal.
That was you only have one more quizzed in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that will happen next week, day before my last show. And it's going to be all about how well you know me. So we'll see how that goes.
It's going to be a bad day.
All right, coming up after 9 o'clock, it's Big Money Monday on a Tuesday.
Love it.
Your chance to win our boss's money. Details and how to play coming up. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. There are so many of these off-the-wall stinking characters.
Jesus. Elongated Man. Skin Man.
He's just skin. He's got 6 feet of extra skin. Is that a mutant power? Well, I guess he can.
This sounds like a medical condition, man. Jesus Christ. Greg says he has to change. Marshall has to change his name to Hoover. We only thought we knew how much he sucked. It's true. I suck on a level that you don't even know. Rhett says, are we still doing the draft room on the 18th? Yes, we are. We actually talked about that earlier in the show. Thanks for watching, Rhett.
Yeah, I'm not showing up to the work one, but I'll be there for the work.
Yeah. So we have like a going away thing for Cotter with earlier in the day with some of the staff, and it'll be funny.
I'm the one who didn't get the invite.
It's kind of funny that you haven't been updated or like
Aaron A-Dub has not said one word to me about it.
Well, it's definitely happening. That's on Thursday.
Okay. Well, have fun.
We're going to treat it more like a funeral.
That's fine. That's
right. There's A-Dub. So we were talking on Thursday. It looks like, you can talk to the mic there. It looks like there is a going away party for Cotter, at least on my schedule, but Cotter had no idea that was happening. So I was like, oh, yeah, I guess
that's because you're supposed to bring him.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, dude, what are you doing Thursday? You want to hang out?
I'm busy. I got a thing.
Oh, but 3 o'clock, dude, like I bought a thing for you, and like you have to be there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool.
What's that look for?
That is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Was this a surprise?
Well, I didn't copy him on an email to the entire staff.
All right. I just thought you were
gonna
Oh.
maybe be like, oh hey.
Oh, hey man,
you want
to chill
right down the road from your house, so you don't have to drink and drive. You can just walk home.
He'll definitely drink and drive. He loves that.
I'll stumble home.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing Thursday? Hold on. We'll act like none of this happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey.
What you doing?
Just sitting here. Show stuff.
Are you busy Thursday? What are you doing Thursday? What's the family like? What you doing?
Just getting ready for Disney.
What's the schedule?
We're leaving Friday, so I got
cool.
packing to do. Plenty of packing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had the show on Friday, right? Though.
Yeah. No, I'll be on Friday.
Well, what are you doing like in the afternoon? You got time to go have a beer or something?
Yeah.
Very surprise party way, kind of just hang out with me, just 1v1. Yeah. We'll talk about feelings, sports, your favorite things.
And then, I hate surprise parties, so just
no,
don't.
It's not a surprise.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there's no cakes.
Nobody else is gonna. I'm not gonna be there.
There's no presents.
Okay, good.
None of that will happen.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
I'm in.
It's just just you and me.
I'm in.
Bros on the patio.
I'm in.
Bros on the atio. Just you and me, man.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
You kind of overdone it.
Did I kill it? So 3-ish o'clock or so?
Perfect.
Cool. All right, cool.
What time are we doing this thing?
I think 3.
Did I say 3? I thought it was 4.
Oh shit, I don't know. Hold on.
Surprise.
No, that's a surprise for me. I didn't know. Hold on, I'll look. Hold on, let me look at the calendar. It's taking a really long time.
Maybe you should invite the horde too.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah.
We're doing a horde one at 6.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we kind of compounded it. We did a 1 + 1 = 3.
6 at the same place?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, because, we just figured it'd be easy.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. So, see you Thursday, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern.
I can't do 4.
Eastern,
3 I was in.
But it's Eastern Standard Time.
Dead?
Yeah, he's getting there.
He looks great.
He got a little sick.
He's seen better days, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's pissed off that you're leaving.
He may explode.
He's like, I'm just going to go ahead and die now.
He's exploding out of sadness.
Yeah. I tried to feed him yesterday. He didn't. He wanted nothing to do with it.
He's according to the Googles, he's got a tumor, which is essentially a death sentence. But we're not talking about it.
Maybe you should take him to the local vet and see if you can treat that.
Don't know if there's any beta fish doctors around. So what else is going on, A-Dub? What are we doing? How you feeling? How you flowing?
The new construction's going on upstairs.
Yeah, seeing the guys with the drywall.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get into work. It's budget season, which is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find Gabe's replacement's always fun.
I heard there was a rumor on the streets that we have decided to take Cotter's salary off the budget for the rest of this year. Starting Wednesday. Thoughts?
That's not accurate. Who told you that?
Well, I mean, he is quitting, so.
Still going to use it to find somebody.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're just going to use all that money for the search? And it's $1,500 per show, so let me just do some quick math. That's like $30,000 for the rest of the year that we would generally pay Cotter. We're going to use that just to find someone? Did you know Pee Wee Herman's doing a radio show?
Is he?
Yeah.
You want him to come on in?
I think it'd be awesome. Pee Wee and Marshall in the morning? Dude, it'd be sick.
He might be out of our budget range.
I offered him a lifetime contract on the air earlier, and I kind of did that without asking you. So
free tickets to movie theaters?
Yes. So if he does decide to take me up on that, I'm going to need you to figure that out. So
okay.
But that's like future us problems, but it's a good problem. So heads up.
What kind of endorsements you'll get out of that one?
Pee-wee? Oh, dude.
Lots, I'm
Kidding
sure.
Me?
The porn stores, all
rodeos.
The bike store.
Yeah, robot stores. I think I saw a robot store the other day down by Two Tides.
Not much else is going on, though. My life's boring,
Mm-hmm. Van Johnson's coming in. Mayor Van Johnson's coming in on Friday.
I know,
We're very
so
excited. Any questions you want us to ask him?
St. Patty's Day celebration.
Yes, that's actually a good one. Let's ask him if that's going down. Let's put him on the spot.
Yep.
No, I think it's a fair question. I bet he's non-committal.
I bet you're probably right. I think you don't let him out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you hammer him.
Yeah. While we chug beers. We're doing non-alcoholic beers. Have you ever drank a non-alcoholic beer before?
I've had an O'Doul's before.
Do you like it? Do you remember liking it?
I don't think so. I've had one in my lifetime, maybe a couple sips off of it. I'm pretty sure I put it down.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a non-alcoholic beer.
No, I don't think I have either.
Let's find. Oh, here's a list. 2021's 5 best non-alcoholic beers. Coming in on the list, number 5, Heineken 0.0.
Skunky already.
This one says, honestly, not bad, is how one taster described the widely available non-alcoholic brew.
They're promoting that one pretty heavily.
Coming in at number 4, Brooklyn Brewery's Special Effects. It smells like a beer with a sweet note to it.
It smells like a beer. Woo!
Said one panelist, it's like an Arizona iced tea. Bread crust and a touch of caramel also present on the nose.
You're not selling it there when you say it's like an Arizona iced tea.
Sean suggests Busch NA. Rob says best non-alcoholic beer is Jack Daniels. Sean also says the Heineken is trash. Andrew says A-Dub is just looking at Marshall like, don't F this up. Yeah, I'm going to try not to when it comes to, the show. Number 3, Brewdog says Stout AF, a non-alcoholic near beer stout. It's a rarity.
We talked to when we had the Brewdog guy. They said they're putting a big focus on that. They did. They had like 5 or 6 non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. Number 2, best non-alcoholic.
You like the taste?
Yeah. It's for the alcoholics who still can't let it go.
Okay.
Number 2 on this top 5 list of best non-alcoholic beers, the Klosthaller Dry Hopped from Frankfurt, Germany. The Klosthaller Dry Hopped is, according to the brand, the world's first non-alcoholic dry hopped beer. It pours the murky dark orange while watered down iced coffee or tea, topped with a fluffy white head with active carbonation, bubbles rising to the surface, citrusy sweet aroma like grapefruit syrup or bitters.
Okay.
That one kind of sounds like the best.
Yeah.
All right, and here's the number 1 non-alcoholic beer. We could find it. We'll bring it in for Mayor Van Johnson on Friday. Athletic Brewing Run Wild IPA from Stratford, Connecticut, from the Athletic Brewing Company. The Run Wild IPA is made with organic grains, 5 Northwestern U.S. hop varieties. It has the herbal bitterness and citrus flavor you want from an IPA.
I'd be curious to try a non-alcoholic IPA. Just because, I don't know, can he nail that? Can he nail the taste?
They also have a Mexican lager non-alcoholic beer as well that they say is worth finding.
Not a big Mexican lager fan.
I become one a lot since the pandemic and cheaper beers became my thing. Obviously, I love PBR, but I don't mind Corona. And Hopatomica has a Mexican lager that is really good.
Yeah. Corona, I don't mind, but it's just like any craft beer, Mexican lagers, just not really my thing.
You're moving
in a place for it, I think.
You're moving to Texas.
So
I feel like that's a place that Mexican lagers are enjoyed the most.
Honestly, every place I go, it's kind of what Jeremy's doing at the Underdog. It's Pilsners, it's lagers. They're doing a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't see too many Mexican lagers, but every place kind of does their Pilsner and their take on like German beers. So that's cool.
That's cool. I think you should go back to the Mayor Van Johnson question and ask the Horde what questions should be asked.
Yeah, guys, actually, that's a good one. We'll bring this up throughout the week as well. So if you can't think of one right now, make sure to think about this when we're not doing the show. What are questions you want to ask to Mayor Van Johnson? They can be political. They can be not political.
I look at that screen as I see everybody.
Yeah.
And one of these kids is doing their own thing. The bald guy. You two have great hair.
Apparently Lagunitas has a non-alcoholic IPA as well.
I have not had a beer from Lagunitas that I've liked.
Yeah, Lagunitas and like Cherry Street. Yeah, not great.
Lagunitas, they're just all of their beers. There's just not one. Their IPA sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing I like. I haven't had anything I like from them.
Andrew says a question we should ask Mayor Van Johnson. What's his favorite blunt flavor? Is that the first question we ask, or should we kind of ease into it?
Ease into that one.
Now let's talk about your favorite blunt flavor. We talking indigo pancake or cherry blossom Blue Hill Kush?
What did you actually drink when you were younger?
That's a good question.
Don't write that down.
Don't write it?
No.
All right.
Were you reading?
Hmm?
Were you just reading up there? Always interesting to be in a studio watching what you guys do.
There's a fair amount of reading.
Yeah.
One thing we can actually both do, surprisingly.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charles, obviously not a fan. Mayor Van Johnson.
Y'all don't want asking me.
I just want to point out before you disappear that you're both quite intelligent, no matter what happens on the air at times. I wouldn't say you choose the best route sometimes, but you get it done.
Yeah. We're mostly dumb.
Rob from New Zealand, ask him if he's seen RoboCop, and then go straight into if he snorted coke off someone's boobs.
Once again, a very easy transition when it comes to having the mayor of your city in.
Where's the last strip club you were at, Mayor?
If you had to power rank your favorite strip clubs in the Low Country and Coastal Empire, what would you be your top three?
I'm pretty sure you know a few in New York.
Oh yeah, he does. He knows the former mayor.
He does. There.
Yeah. We got about 5 minutes.
Probably shouldn't bring him up. Probably be a bad.
Well, I thought about it. I was
bring him in Cuomo.
Put that in there, but
nah, I probably won't do that.
Mm-mm.
Former
Mayor Cuomo.
So over the weekend, did you guys hear about Najee Harris? He's the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
So the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing the Detroit Lions, who have not won a game this season. They're the worst team in football. So Najee Harris, at the end of an overtime, apparently went out of bounds or didn't go out of bounds and the time ran out. He didn't know NFL games could end in a tie. He is a football player and has been in his entire life.
Wow.
He didn't know an NFL game could go to a tie, and he just ended the game. So the Lions and the Steelers actually tied this weekend 16-16.
So good for them. They can't have a complete, I mean, obviously could go not get a win, but they're not going to be the whole season.
But also, how embarrassing is it to tie the worst team in football?
Yeah, that's fair.
You couldn't even... losing to them is fine because you could be every team.
Yeah.
It's a new week.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. But tying the worst team and
you're bad.
Yeah.
They're really bad.
They're horrifically historically NFL, they're going to possibly be they were possibly going to be the first 0-17 team. But you tied them.
I'm glad Matt Stafford's gone out of there.
He's not doing good stuff for the Rams these past 2 weeks.
He did not look good this last weekend. Fantasy points were lacking.
Yeah. Speaking of Derrick Henry, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, my trade for the candy bar didn't work out.
Can't win them all.
No. I'm still 8-2 in my league, so
not bad.
Yeah. All right, ticker's on. I'm leaving.
All right.
Get out of here.
Just over 3 minutes.
Sean goes, oh, Sheboygan, I'm late. Got sidetracked. Listening to y'all. Yeah, get to work, man. All right. Just in case you didn't hear, welcome to Rockville 2022. It's been announced May 19th through 22nd. Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, Kiss. Still weird. I never would have guessed Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss is, I get Guns N' Roses. Yeah, Kiss is kind of the bizarre one.
Kiss and then Korn. So 4 days at Daytona International Speedway. We're giving tickets away via Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. And then maybe we'll do something online. Maybe we'll give a pair away, maybe on our social media. Hint, hint, wink, wink, maybe. Do you know who Tig Notaro is?
Yeah, comedian.
I got offered an interview with her, possibility for Friday, if you're interested.
I can't Friday.
Okay, then we won't.
Yeah.
She was the helicopter pilot on the Army of the Dead movie that was on Netflix.
Refilmed her, brought her in because it was actually, what's his name?
Chris D'Elia,
yeah. He basically filmed the whole movie. So she didn't meet most of the people actually in the movie.
Wanda says Tig is awesome. Did you hear that Chris Daughtry's stepdaughter was killed over the weekend? Yeah.
Yeah.
In L.A. Rob says, I heard Kiss is doing the absolute final tour thing, like legit, so it could be freaking huge.
I don't know if I buy into it yet.
It's like they've pulled this trick on us too many times, Rob. Like, I don't believe the whole Kiss is breaking up type of deal.
Yeah. They like the money.
I've seen Kiss, I think, twice. Maybe just the once. And once again, I'm not a huge Kiss fan, so have you really?
Six times?
6 times?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because, okay, so I when I got in the radio in the mid-ish, late 90s, it's when they started the whole, we're getting back together.
Okay.
Reunion, makeup, and all that stuff. Because like I said, first time I saw them was pre-Return to the Makeup.
Yeah.
So they got back into it. We did road trips to the station that I worked at, and I think I saw them in like St. Louis twice. So I went to the one with you in with Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
where was that at?
Quad Cities.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Quad Cities. So I think I've seen Kiss 6 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
Steve says, I saw a GNR, their first tour, they opened for Aerosmith.
Ah, dude.
Got in using old circus tickets.
That's awesome.
Really?
All right,
Is that possible?
I got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. How would you like to win $50, maybe even $100 of our boss's money? We'll tell you what's going down coming up. Good morning. Thank you for being part of the show today, both on air and on the stream. Of course, always invite you to check out the stream. Watch the show every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Give us a like, follow, and subscribe. Now, we're down to basically the last week of the show.
Right.
This week, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And several weeks back, A-Dub called us out. He said we weren't getting the job done when it came to Big Money Monday.
He said, I think, quote, you guys need to do better.
Yeah.
And we promised him at that point and to each other that we would do better. So generally, we would just skip Big Money Monday because it's called Big Money Monday. But because we were told to do better, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to do it today.
Yeah.
Big Money Monday on a Tuesday.
So this is going to be your chance to score $50, maybe $100 of our boss's money. All you got to do right now is send us a text, 800-394-1061, first name and a number 1 through 9. We're going to select one person at random. We've got the bingo machine Marshall's holding. If your number pops up on the ball we draw, it's $50. But because of Order 69, you could win 100.
Yeah, so chance to win money coming up here in just a few minutes. So start texting us right now, 1-800-394-1061, your first name and a number between 1 and 9. You can only choose one. Don't put every number. Don't be that guy.
All right, Big Money Monday on a Tuesday. It's coming up. Here's Supercharged from Aaron Jones, Rock 106.1.
All right, we'll do Big Money Monday next, and then we'll bring in, or actually we'll do a quick story on Julia Hawkins. Excuse me. Charles says at Welcome to Rockville, Aaron Lewis had a great T-shirt on during their set. It said, "Trust God, not the government." Aaron Lewis got super political during his time away from Stained. Big time political. But also a great golfer, apparently. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, lots of people playing today.
Speaking of, I got to chime in. So I had a Zoom call yesterday, once again on my day off, a half an hour Zoom call on a new texting service. So
yeah,
looks like we found a new one.
Oh, good.
Text Groove.
Oh, Groove.
You want to text and you also want to groove? Well, you can text Groove.
All right, guys, got about 2 minutes.
Wanda said, I heard Stain play on Octane. They sounded good. Oh, nice. Oh, did they do like a live set, Wanda, on Octane? Yeah, Sirius XM, Octane, their hard rock radio station was like a major sponsor of Welcome to Rockville. And then I thought to myself, how cool would it be if it was just some random station like Rock 106.1 in Savannah?
It'd be great, right?
Everyone would be like, who the hell is Rock 106.1? What, Daytona?
Money well spent, right? I mean, come on. All right, just over a minute.
Oh, shit. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. A lot of people. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking you are choosing. Do you want to roll today, or do you want to leave that for next week?
We'll save that for next week.
Okay. Andrew says Bad Flower was awesome. Oh, did you get to watch Bad Flower set on Welcome to Rockville on Saturday, Andrew? Did they air that one on Twitch? That's one band my wife needs to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see them.
Yeah.
All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. All right, guys, be right back. Want to score 50, maybe $100 of our boss's money? You got that chance next. It is Big Money Monday on a Tuesday. We were out yesterday. Our boss told us to do better when it came to Big Money Monday. We want to give away his money. So we're going to play here on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we would definitely want to give you guys an opportunity to win cash. So if you haven't done so already, text us 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and a number between 1 and 9 for your chance to be chosen. And we're going to do that here in mere moments.
All right, so at the age of 105, Marshall, I don't want to be running.
I don't want to be running.
Julia Hawkins, though, loves a good run. She is 105 years old and recently competed in the 100-meter dash at the 2021 Louisiana Senior Games. She was the only athlete in her age group. It's crazy that there is this. It's the 105-plus age category.
She became, the first American and first female track and field athlete to compete in that age group, apparently. So the only other track and field athletes to compete in her age bracket were men, Japanese sprinter and shot putter. Oh, my gosh. Hidekichi Miyazaki.
Oh.
Does that sound good?
That sounded good.
Do I get smarter as the day goes on? And Polish runner and discus hurler Stanislaw Kowalski. I think that sounded pretty good, too.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Very good.
Now, Hawkins is truly one of a kind and took up the running when she hit this centennial mark. So that's right. Julia Hawkins, this lady who's 105 years old, didn't start running until 5 years ago, and she's 105.
Now, in 2017, at 101, she actually set a record running the 100 meters for the age group 100 to 104, 39 seconds. That record has since been beaten. Slowed down a little bit over the last several years. She did cross the finish line in her race. Like I said, the only one in the age bracket. For the 100 meters at 105 years old, it took her 1 minute and almost 3 seconds.
She was just doing the cutest little run walk you've ever seen an old lady do, and she shuffled her way in the 100 meters. It was super cute, and also at the same time, good for her. I mean, at 105 years old, well, I won't be that. There's no way I'm living to that age, but good for her.
I want if I make it to 105, I don't want the story of, oh, look at Cotter, he's out there running. I want the story. It's like, how'd you make it? It's a 6-pack beer a day. I want that story. Because every now and then you get that old person who are like, oh, I drink every day of my life. That's how I'm alive.
Yeah, I think the last story was like Coors Light sent like a whole beer truck to some old lady's house because they're like, oh, thanks for drinking beer your entire life.
All right, time to play Big Money Monday on a Tuesday. Your chance to score $50, maybe $100 of our boss's money. We're going to select one person. They have chosen a number randomly. If that number shows up in any form at any ball, they score $50. But if we roll 69, $100.
Ooh, this is exciting. So, Cotter, today, who are we rolling for?
We're going to play for Chip.
Okay.
Chip chose the number 4.
Chip-a-lip? Chippy?
Chip chose 4.
All right, so Chip, the number 4. Good luck to you, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and start the spin. Cotter.
Yes.
On the ball today. Oh, wait, hold on.
Is this a good sign?
Cotter, I may need this because the number today is 24! Chippy boy, Chippy, 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 Chip. You won $50, not quite 100, but it's still $50. You lucky SOB. Da 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 da. Chippy! Ooh, one last dollar bill shot out. All right. Okay, we're back, Connor. We're back. Let's have it go. Let's go.
I feel really good about this.
Yes.
All right, so Big Money Monday. We'll be back next Monday. But my final show, the Wednesday, we're going to do Big Money Monday on a Wednesday, guaranteeing a winner.
Yeah, we're going till we get our first, well, should we get 2 winners?
Ooh.
Am I throwing out things? Am I saying things I shouldn't say,
My
Connor?
last day. Do I care?
I don't think you care. I don't think you care.
We'll get the specifics there. But, Chip, congratulations. $50 of our boss's money soon will be yours. Coming up next, and get into some Marshall's music news. Stick around. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, now comes the part of the show where it takes us 20 minutes to clean up all this money. It was a smart idea when I first bought the money.
It's a great idea.
There was a piece of cash that just fell on the camera for my camera for a couple seconds. And this money gun doesn't care where it goes either. It literally goes everywhere. So coming up in a few minutes, we'll do Marshall's music news. There's a piece of money stuck right here. The first story up, we'll talk about Sophia Urista. You may have heard that name over the weekend. She dropped her pants and she pissed in a dude's mouth on stage. And it was weird.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that story. We'll also talk about Rammstein, and we also will talk about Welcome to Rockville for anyone who may have missed the news.
Okay.
So, Cotter, I have a confession to make to you.
Okay.
I have been messaging your wife on Facebook, and she is refusing to answer any of my messages.
It's funny because I saw that the other day. I don't remember, she was messaging somebody on Facebook, and she downloaded the Messenger app on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one from you that was bold. She hadn't clicked on it yet. And I went,
damn it.
Well, but I go, Marshall's Messenger? What's going on? And then she knew what it was about. So she's like, it's something to do with the video. Or whatever. So she did know what it was about, but yeah. Sorry, man. There's, it's hectic right now.
I just think I think she just didn't read it because it's about you.
Yeah, she does.
Like the first word is your name, and she's like, "Nah, I'm out."
I put up with that a-hole every day. She's gonna miss me. She's gonna miss me. I'm telling you.
Is that what you're telling yourself?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm begging. Please miss me.
All right, sorry, I had to pick up everything.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So last 40 minutes of the show. Marshall's music news coming up on the show tomorrow. It's Wednesday. I don't think we'll have Hefe work tomorrow, so no Hefe, the new music band fish. But we'll have Mac in for one of our last Chicks on Dudes. And then Cool Guys. We'll continue the Cool Guys tournament.
It's so much money.
All right, let's look. Speaking of the Cool Guys tournament, let's see kind of where everything stands right now. Both matchups are up and ready to be voted on. Jack Black, Woody Harrelson in one matchup. It looks like I thought there was 4 comments.
Hefe is alive currently.
That's plus. Right now, Jack Black is winning. On the other side of the bracket, it is all Bill Murray all day long. He's taking on Snoop Dogg, but you can vote for both of those. Who needs to advance to round 3? Is it Bill Murray or Snoop Dogg? And then the other side of the bracket, is it Jack Black or Woody Harrelson?
Whew. I don't know if you saw Rob's comment. He goes, my missus can't wait for me to leave. She gets upset at the guy who keeps leaving empty bottles everywhere. Don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, the guy's an a-hole.
But you're our a-hole. We love you.
That's true.
All right, all the money I think is cleaned up. We always find like some random dollar bill somewhere. So
yeah.
It's like a strip club when they turn the lights on. You're like, oh, wow, there's fives actually all over the place. How do we miss these? Well, congrats to Chip again. Do you have his information?
I can down for you.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay.
I think I see it. It was an 843 number, right?
Yes. So Drew Hunt. Drew is a camera operator for SAV. Does a lot of stuff with Chris Hummer. So he's got a podcast that he and his wife do, and it's called Rachel's Never Seen. So she watches movies that she's never seen before. And every time I see the notification of the podcast and the movie that's listed, I'm like, did she not have a television growing up? Did you never go to a movie? The new podcast is Ghostbusters. She's never seen Ghostbusters. Oh, dear Lord. Every time I'm like, oh, come on. They're going to run out eventually. And then I keep going, no, they're not. I think she was Amish. I don't know. The only way to explain it. All right, got about 2 minutes.
Liquid says, I wanted to win A-Dub's money to buy beer for Cotter on Thursday. Yeah, no. Sorry, not this week. Not this week, buddy. But, yeah, once again, for anyone, we are meeting up. One last Horde meetup before Cotter takes off to good old Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! That's going to happen this coming Thursday. We'll get together at 6 o'clock. And it will butt into our, your surprise giveaway party, whatever it's called.
Right.
But, yeah. Kind of doing both at the same time. Plus, I have bingo there that night. So, essentially, I'll be there all day.
Yeah, all of it.
Liquid says, I'll have to just accept beating Cotter in fantasy this week. Once again, I lost by 5 points because I rule the cesspool. Not as good as Greg. Greg's much better than you. He's 2-8, Liquid. And by better, I mean worse. Number one story on TMZ right now.
Yeah.
Daniel Baldwin on Rush shooting. My brother's the scapegoat because of his political views. Oh, Christ.
No, because he's the producer of the movie, funding this thing. Or, helping to put it together. Hiring inexperienced people. That's why he's the scapegoat.
Well, there's also that. I mean, but when you bring facts in this conversation, Cotter, makes him sound like an asshole.
Fair. All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Let's jump into some Marshall's music news.
Cotter, I don't know if you really want to jump into this news, but more dive into it because there was a situation at Welcome to Rockville that garnered a bunch of news. Now, we first started talking about it on the live stream on, I think it was Friday, actually.
Yeah.
So this happened on Thursday. We were tipped off by Horde member Wanda about a picture that had gone viral and then a subsequent video of Sophia Urista, she is one of the singers for a band called Brass Against. They take like Tool and Rage Against the Machines, and they kind of, well, they horn it up, essentially. They had trumpets and all the saxophones, and they're really cool. They're actually a really cool band. I didn't know much about them. Well, they performed on Thursday night at Welcome to Rockville. Now, Sophia Urista, their singer, she got a little out of hand. At some point, a larger gentleman, I guess best described as kind of a biker-looking guy, kind of a bald, kind of a gray goatee, wearing like a jean vest, kind of like motorcycle club jacket. He had a big old pot belly. He somehow was up on stage, and he was laying down. Then Sophia Urista decided to pull down her pants, and then she urinated on his face for about 10 seconds. At the beginning, I don't know if he knew exactly what was going to happen because this gentleman had his mouth wide open.
Yeah, he did.
And he captured quite a bit of her urine in his mouth, which he then spit up like a geyser. Okay, we're past that point, right? If you want to see the video, you weirdos, you freaks, go check it out yourself. Her name's Sophia Urista. You just put Sophia Urista peeing and probably find it. Now, according to this event, some fans were offended, as you can imagine, in regards to this. So according to the Daytona Beach News Journal, some fans have reached out to the Daytona Beach Police Department and have filed complaints on behalf of the whole incident. Now, an officer has told the Daytona Beach News Journal that a file was reported, or the case was reported, and they currently have criminal investigators looking into it. So Sophia Urista may not want to return to Florida anytime soon because she could be, I don't know, wanted for breaking the law. Now, according to Florida Statute 800.03, it is unlawful for someone to expose his or her sexual organs in public or on the private premises of another, or so near thereto as to be seen from such private premises in a vulgar or indecent manner.
This was indecent?
You know, yes. You know, I mean, because technically, if you think about it, and not a lot of people do think about it, when you go like streaking across a field, like of any public place, you get arrested for public indecency, also for like child pornography, because essentially you are exposing yourself to children if you're like at a baseball game. Yeah. So it's not a great look. Now, according to this, if she was found guilty of this crime, she is able to be punished up to a year in jail and $1,000 fine for what she did on stage this past Thursday. So Brass Against themselves, of course, have left Florida, and they just stated that Sophia got carried away, and it's not something you'll ever see again at one of our shows. So, Sophia, a little advice from the Cotter and Marshall Show. Don't go to Florida for a while.
All right, more Marshall's music news coming up. Here's Bring Me the Horizon. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sorry, that was a little bit of a longer story there.
From what I saw on the Welcome to Rockville fan page, this is according to Wanda, the guy willingly let her do this. Her actions even landed them being mentioned on Howard Stern.
Well, I mean, if it means anything for Brass Against, it was a great PR move. Like just,
I mean, I didn't know they existed until now.
Yeah, any news is good news type of situation is what people say in regards to, you know, making it.
Yeah. Let's see. Rob, man, so you guys meet up with the local peeps thing? That would be crazy. Yeah. We're going to do that. Hang out. Be kind of fun. Scott, I could just see Cotter driving a late 70s Cadillac with big-ass steer horns on the front.
I told Cotter, I think it was last week at some point, that if he doesn't, or maybe it was yesterday, if he doesn't own a full cowboy uniform, essentially, when I go and see him, I will be very disappointed.
Be ready to be disappointed.
I'm talking a nice pair of dark denim jeans, cowboy boots, tucked in jeans inside the boots. Yep. Yeah, and then the ridiculously large belt buckle and cowboy hat.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Liquid talking about me not trying on fantasy football. Totally, this year's kind of a wash for me. Charles said to Rob, your boys in Alien Weaponry ripped their set. Also cool that their dad runs the board. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, their dad runs their board?
That's cool.
He just wanted a free trip to America. I get it.
Rob, yeah, Charles, their dad has been an awesome dude. He's got them playing even when they were underage. Awesome guys. If you get to chat to them, they are super
down to earth.
And happy. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, meant Greg, not me. Either one. I haven't paying attention to mine either, so
it's like a guaranteed win if you're facing Cotter in fantasy football right now.
Please don't try this week. Okay.
But next year he's back. He swears. He's back next year.
Well, not for the Cotter and Marshall show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm talking in general. While he's playing in fantasy football leagues next year, he's back. All right, guys, last two breaks of the show. Both stories are fairly quick. We have a quick story on Rammstein, and then we'll get into Welcome to Rockville. We'll talk about, obviously, who's headlining, where you can grab tickets, and then we'll talk about winning tickets with us tomorrow. Yeah, I can confirm Cotter will probably not be in the Fantasy Football League next year.
No.
Maybe a chance. I don't know. I'm not going to say no.
I'll enter online. You can pick me.
Good. Rob says, check out the alien weaponry video, Kaya Tangata, if you want to see, I screwed that name up last time, Miari, Culture, and Metal Mixed. Okay. Yeah, I think today I'm going to try to get a bunch of work stuff done. I don't have all the videos I need for the video I'm doing for our last day. So I'm not going to start yet, but I do have most of what I have currently locked and loaded on my computer.
That's cool.
Shouldn't take long to edit. A lot of people have forgotten to say obvious things like their name. So I'll be having to add some stuff into those videos.
I got about 3.5 minutes.
Liquid says, the Dazzler question was to give me for Marshall. Yeah, that's the only name I knew out of all of the ones Cotter chose. So there's a new Spider-Man trailer coming today.
Oh, no. I'm in.
No. Oh, yes, Cotter is what you wanted to say. Sony suggested the trailer is going to drop at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So 8:30 tonight.
Okay.
There's going to be a new Spider-Man trailer. Now, there is, if you go to Sony Pictures, at Sony Pictures on Twitter, there is a video of Tom Holland, Zendaya, and the other kid, who's his best friend. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
All watching the new trailer and just their reactions, and they're freaking out when they see it. So, it's going to happen, 5:30, or 8:30. Sorry, 8:30 our time tonight.
Cool.
My guess is probably the second and last trailer we're getting. Well, we're a month out, so maybe one more. Plus, Spider-Man, they put out 2 new posters since the first trailer came out a few weeks ago, and the Green Goblin has showed up in both of those posters. So I bet you we see the Green Goblin in this new trailer. Liquid says they're going to drop Garfield and Toby into the new trailer. No, they won't ruin that. No way.
No, I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. Depends. Do they want it to be a surprise, or they want
I would want it to be a surprise.
I agree, but I think you'd get somebody who is on the fence. I don't know if I want to spend the money. Oh, they are in it? I'm in.
Yeah. And although some pictures came out last week that kind of confirm that, but yeah. I saw a rumor that the new Charlie Cox, the Daredevil from Netflix, apparently he's in the new movie, and I read a rumor yesterday that they are now doing a new Daredevil Disney Plus series.
Oh, cool.
So, ooh, look at this. There's a show coming. I can't say anything. There's a show coming for our sister station, Rewind 107.9.
Okay.
With an artist that gets played on that station.
Thanks.
Sorry, I can't give up anymore. But I just got an email about it. It's
good.
It's not surprising.
Okay.
It's not surprising.
Okay.
Yeah. Not surprising.
Not
right?
at all. Once again, is that a cover band at this point?
Hey, stop. Will Disney do Daredevil violence like the first season? I hope. I really hope. They also released like a mini Moon Knight trailer, which he's a very violent character. So that was on Disney Plus Day as well. They showed like 10-second little clips from the new She-Hulk and Moon Knight.
Okay.
So.
All right, guys. 5 seconds. Be right back. All right, it's time for story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
I've been pretty good at not screwing up names today, so I'll try to continue that trend right here.
Okay.
Richard Krusp, the guitarist for the German industrial metal band Rammstein, has confirmed that the group's new album will be released before the launch of their world tour in 2022. Now, that world tour starts in May, so we're like 6 months within that time frame of getting the brand new album. Now, he had a news service at his house doing an interview called 24 Hours World News, and he was asked about the new album, and he said the album is expected to be released before the tour, so that is confirming that. Now, their European leg is set to kick off on May 15th in Prague. Also, they'll be in North America starting August 21st in Montreal. Then they'll finish up a quick little tour cycle going all the way through Mexico City for a couple dates there as well. So good news on the horizon if you're a Rammstein fan.
All right, coming up, one more story. We'll wrap up the show. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys. Last break of the show coming up here in a little less than 10 minutes or so. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the live stream. It's nice to be back, taking yesterday off. Now, tomorrow we've got Chicks on Dudes, one of our last renditions of that bit with Mac. Don't worry. When we come back with the morning show revamped, rebooted, plan on continuing doing that. Love hanging out with Mac on Wednesdays, so I don't think that's going anywhere. Also got a big rest of this week. Got Mayor Van Johnson in studio on Friday for a very non-alcoholic beer for breakfast. One of our last ones ever, or I guess technically our last official beer for breakfast ever will be with Mayor Van Johnson. Trust me, I'm sure we'll be drinking on the last day of the show. Last day of the show, we'll have all special guests. We're going to have a show like we've never done before. It's just going to be us hanging out with all of our friends that we've made over the years. So we'll have special guest after special guest after special guest on the show the very last day. We'll drink some beers. We're going to debut some music that's never been heard in the world-ish with our buddy Rob from New Zealand, his band. So we're excited to jump into that day. It'll be bittersweet. It'll be sad. Cotter will cry. Depending on how many beers I drink that day, I will also cry. Now, I just got some news here. Welcome to Rockville just emailed me. So the 10th anniversary or 10th edition of Welcome to Rockville welcomed 161,000 people over this past weekend in Daytona, Florida, making it, making it officially America's largest rock festival. Wow. Wow, guys. Plus, they had an at-home audience of over 1.2 million people watching certain sets on Twitch. So, Cotter, don't know if you heard this or not. Welcome to Rockville's 10th anniversary edition.
Mm-hmm.
Welcomed 161,000 people.
Damn.
Making it the largest rock festival in America.
That's pretty damn impressive.
And I only see that streak continuing. It's so funny when they announced the 4 headliners for next year, I saw people shit all over.
Right.
All over these headliners. And you can say whatever you want about Korn, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, but it's still an incredible lineup for 4 days of music. Plus, I mean, there's 70 other bands that are going to be playing, during the festival itself.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Still holding my hand up. I still think Pretty Reckless is a guarantee. I think Ghost is almost a guarantee as well. And Ghost should be right up there on one of those headlining spots on one of those.
You would think.
Yeah. God, I hope they play on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. Liquid says, I'll come down at the end of the show to throw Cotter out of the studio. I love it. Rob says, Morgs and I will cry. We plan on sitting up with a few beers for the last Cotter show and annoy the neighbors. Yes.
I love it.
Teach them in New Zealand how you get fucked up. Holly says, I want to be a special guest. You're a special guest in our heart. You'll always be inside of it. But we do have a ton of special guests on Wednesday. I'm starting to get them lined up and booked. I have at least 2 confirmed.
That's good.
We have Doug from Souls Harbor confirmed.
Oh, cool.
I've got Jake and Mac both confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need to confirm timing-wise. I have other people confirmed already. I just got to get the time. So
okay.
Lauren Wolverton will be our 7 o'clock guest.
Nice.
Haven't seen her in quite some time, so I'll be excited to catch up with her.
Yep. I know Billy will be stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so about 30 seconds of commercial is going to get into Rise Against, talking to ourselves. Then it'll be the final break of the show.
So I was thinking about it. Now that the show is ending, the Cotter and Marshall show next Wednesday, is there a bit you don't want me to continue doing? You're like, that's ours or that's mine. Stop doing it.
You can do whatever you want.
Is there something that you think should be yours?
No.
Is there anything that you're taking that you're going to be doing in Austin?
No, because it's a completely different station. So I don't know if there's a lot that would translate.
Mm-hmm.
No, I shouldn't say that. So it's funny. So I'm thinking about not doing a Cool Guys thing, but and I mean, not that I'm stealing it. I mean, it's a bracket. It's done 100 times over. I'm thinking about doing something with that, with all of the different bands and musicians that gets played, and try to come up with like the ultimate Sun radio artist. But no, I mean, it's a different format, so I don't think there's a whole lot that translates.
Okay.
I mean, if any, you can always do something beer related. So I mean, that may be something, but I don't think so.
Do you know how many? Have you looked to see how many breweries are in?
So many.
Austin.
It's just stupid.
Is there like 50, 60?
There's a lot. I don't know the number, but it's a lot. I've got one I go to all the time. When you come in, we'll go to ABGB. Their pizza's fantastic. Their beer's good. They usually got live music. Jester King, got to go to Jester King. That's out technically in Dripping Springs, which is just outside Austin, but so good.
Mac, what's going on?
It sounded like you said heebie-jeebie.
ABGB.
It's so cute that you guys are wearing the same hoodies today.
I know. I thought about that as soon as I got in the car. I said, oh, man,
Just
I'm wearing the same thing Cotter is.
Just a couple dicks over here.
Well, if it helps, I was matching you about 2 weeks ago when you were wearing it.
Yeah.
Wanda still hoping for some. I've got some still.
I think I have like 2 in my bag left. We're down to like the last few stickers.
Yeah, I've got a few at the house. I'll bring them. I'll bring what I have.
Andrew says I can come in at 6:30. I'll be sure to be drunk already and stare at Cotter awkwardly in the eye with my one wonky eye all morning.
You said cock.
I'm gonna stare that cock right in the eye.
You are a dick. So I mean, kind of nailed it.
Sure, it says it.
Mac, they're releasing a new Spider-Man trailer today. Did you know that?
I'm so excited.
So I think if you talk to Mac about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, cats or dogs, or her love of Miranda Lambert, I think you can get. Is that the one? I forget what's the country girl you like?
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood, or her love of Carrie Underwood. I think you can get Mac to instantly light up like a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
But about everything else is just like meh.
Going to see Eternals this Friday.
Oh.
Somebody told me it was garbage.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe that.
I don't think it's probably not bad. I haven't seen it yet. I did watch.
It's just because it's different.
I watched season 2. I watched the first 2 episodes last night. It's got Jason Momoa in it and Dave Bautista.
Nice.
It's really good.
All right, guys, 20-ish seconds. Be right back. One more time, story number 3. It's Marshall's Music News.
Welcome to Rockville is kind of a big deal, Cotter.
Yes.
I mean, whether people are peeing in other people's mouths or whether it's the largest rock festival in America now.
That's crazy.
Welcome to Rockville made the announcement just a little while ago that 161,000 people attended 4 days of Welcome to Rockville. It is now officially America's largest rock festival.
I mean, they got the space for it down in Daytona. It's what they didn't have in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's incredible. And once again, I got a chance to go on Sunday. It's immaculate. The way they have it set up, it's so easy. They have like little towns almost set up, like merch, food, everything is kind of. They have multiple spots of those places, and I don't know. You're never too far away from where you want. That's what I love most about Welcome to Rockville. But if you missed it, the new headliners for next year's rendition of Welcome to Rockville have been announced. May 19th through 22nd, you'll see Kiss, Korn, Guns N' Roses, and the Foo Fighters.
I think it's a fun lineup. I mean, if you've never seen Kiss, you should see them at least once in your life.
Yep.
I mean, Guns N' Roses, stand by it, man. They're still sounding good. Axl was sounding good when I saw him a couple years ago. So I think it's a lot of fun. And now being at Daytona, now being the largest rock festival in America, I mean, what's the ceiling for bands? I mean, I know you had Metallica headline two nights this year, but I mean, is there a band you're like, oh, they'll never play Rockville? I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody off the table at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Lynyrd Skynyrd was kind of a weird choice on Sunday, and I thought, you know what? No one's going to go see them. Everyone's going to sit and watch Metallica. I was wrong. I mean, half the place like absolutely cleared out after Mudvayne set, and everyone went to go see Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just going to hang here. I want a good spot for Metallica, and I got a great spot for Metallica, but this is going to be interesting over the next few years, who they have come back and headline Welcome to Rockville. But once again, tickets are on sale right now. If you want to just like put some down like layaway, $10, as little as that, I can confirm you a pair of Welcome to Rockville passes.
All right, that's it, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. On the show tomorrow, we'll have Mac in studio for Chicks on Dudes. Also continue our Cool Guys tournament. Thank you guys for hanging out on air on the stream. We appreciate it. Talk to you tomorrow at 6. Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
Come on, Cotter camera. There you are. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the show. Cotter's very tired. He's going to mainline, possibly shoot an enema of coffee up his butthole to get him going.
Maybe.
To get him going.
Be the ball.
I mean, that's how enemas are done.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. All right, let's end the show on some advice, as we always do when it's the three of us. Mac, you want to start off? Got some advice for everyone?
Take care of your fish.
Okay, take care of your fish. Cotter?
Nap. Just nap.
Watch your butthole. Not wash your butthole, but like watch out for your butthole.
You need to do both.
Well, yeah. Okay. Wash and watch out for your butthole.
I think that's
health
fair.
is important.
Yeah, Rob, we're finished. Sorry, man. you can keep drinking though.
No, just for the day. We'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe. Oh yeah.